So we got everyone except Sean. Sean doesn't seem to be loaded into Roll20.
Is my mic making a noise?
It's better.
Oh my god, there is thunder outside, so you might hear that.
Oh, I'm on open mic.
Very frightening.
Thunderbolt and lightning.
Very, very frightening.
Galileo.
I've had the same Minecraft skin since 2015. God damn. I've had the same one for a long time. The Weenie King.
Love that.
Chat, don't. I'm not entirely sure if I can show you guys all this stuff, but just don't rat me out.
I'm ratting you out.
Rats get smacks.
Yeah, that looks way better.
I'm telling.
If it breathes, it's a thought. You're not wrong. All right. We'll figure out what we'll do for tier 2 and tier 3 emotes. I'm going to refresh chat real quick.
The fuck does like that whole thought shit even mean?
Bitches, man.
Oh, that looks way better. Austin, I took your advice and I made the outlines of adds no T black. It looks good.
So, is everyone here?
No.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
Though I can, if I have a second, I can go swap out my laundry real quick.
You're fine.
No.
Okay, I'll do that real quick.
My food's going to be here in like T-minus 4 minutes.
It's okay. You'll have enough time for recap. Which I don't really know if there's much to recap because I kind of think everyone knows where we're all at.
Recaps are fun though.
Oh no, I'm still gonna do it. It's just, we all know.
What? What you talking about, Willis?
I'm saying everyone kind of knows the situation.
Oh. Oh no, Drake is. Bye, Drake.
Turn this camera off.
Yeah, I'm eating.
We can't watch you.
Maybe we want to watch you eat.
No.
You must not watch me consume.
That's right. We spent like an hour and a half basically debating our own mortality with a unicorn. Whether or not it was a good or a bad thing when we were doing this, but we've come so far.
I mean, to be fair, Velos would have sacrificed Lulu if she wasn't crucial to our mission. Like, he just doesn't care. He just wants to keep going.
He wants to free his girl.
My favorite thing is we spent that entire like encounter or the entire like mechanic freeing the unicorn. Then after that is when we were like, fuck, I don't know if we should do this, guys.
Okay.
Well, he had to free it so Drake could send it away.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened. Thanks. Holy shit.
Fuck, I knew it was gonna happen. So I just flew down. I wasn't even gonna deal with it.
Fucking split hoof, fucking heathen.
Especially when you guys fucking walked down the tower and left Drake up there with it. I'm like, that was a terrible idea.
I don't have hooves, bitch.
I think that Lucas just thinks that you look like a Draenei.
Pretty much. There's a
Hooves
Draenei with hair.
Hooves of a feather flock together.
Draenei have hair, don't they?
I mean, theirs is more like tentacly hair.
Oh, their whole body was just covered in tiny tentacles and they just waved all the time.
Think like Pirates of the
Yeah,
Caribbean,
they
Davy
have,
Jones.
They do have actual hair. Never mind.
Are ye afraid of death, Jack Sparrow? I think those were all hand animated, I found.
What's that?
The tentacles on Davy Jones' face.
Oh.
I think he was the only one, hand animated in that movie. I think the rest is CGI.
Well, I don't know if they were
animated.
I think they did facial capture.
God damn it.
That might be it.
They did face capture. I don't know if they did motion capture. Probably motion, or they probably used his body as a reference, but then facial cap. Either way, it was
Well, if you
super
look at the
fucking
behind
good.
the scenes stuff, he's wearing like the motion capture suit. The only thing
Yeah.
that's not covered is his face.
Oh, they usually they wear those suits anyways if they're gonna paint somebody out of a scene. Because if he's just wearing street clothes, it's gonna be 10 times harder to do that. Austin might
Yeah,
remember.
but his had like those. His actually had those like little like balls all over it too, though. It
Do
wasn't
you
just a
remember?
suit.
Austin, do you remember if Davy Jones was hand animated entirely, or just his face, or full mocap?
Body was mocap. All the tentacles and shit, I think, were hand animated.
I think he had face cap, didn't he?
Hand
I mean,
pose.
yeah,
We
they
call
have
it
face cap for like the
hand-animated.
lips and stuff, but like I think all the tentacles were hand.
Yeah, I know the tentacles were by hand. This dude's delivering my sandwich on a bicycle.
Ring, ring, motherfucker.
Well, this entire conversation has taught me that you guys care about Pirates of the Caribbean way more than I do.
No, I just like video editing shit.
Care about VFX more. 'cause
I
that-
read it
that-
on Reddit.
that Davy Jones was like an insane accomplishment for the time. What was that? 2006, something like that.
The good old
I have
days
no idea.
before the Rona.
Before the Rona. Can we start doing our years AC after Corona?
After Corona.
BC. Oh shit. Okay, I
Only
guess
if we
it would have to
start
be
building
AR,
giant
VR.
robots to fight with. No,
Oh.
no Armored Core fans.
Everyone back? Everyone ready? Good to go?
No.
So,
Oh, hang on. I gotta stop my music and we have to start groovy. All right.
thank you for reminding me.
Da 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 da.
Thank you, Josh.
It is popping outside my apartment.
On second thought, let us not go to Camelot. 'Tis a silly place. Final wombat.
Dungeons and Dragons.
On the last episode of Descent into Avernus. No.
Please.
Where we were last session, you had all met with Arkham the Cool in an attempt to try and get a vial of Tiamat's blood from a necklace that he carries on his person. In return for this, he had demanded one thing: the sacrifice of a good soul. There was a bit of debate amongst the party. He pointed out something like Lulu as an option, and then collectively the party remembered just about the only good aligned thing that they could think of since they climbed down the massive chains of El Terrell onto the wastelands of Avernus, which was a trapped unicorn. You got into your scavenger, flew across the wasteland, met with the Tao, and eventually struck down the sphere of force that was encasing the unicorn, effectively using it as a weapon against demons. Some of you nearly perishing in the process. It was rather taxing, but the reward was the unicorn's freedom. Dreg
Shitty word, yeah.
had approached it and spoken honestly to it, explaining the situation that they were in and offering it a way back home, which it humbly accepted. And that is where we were. So, I think Anthony was the only one that was up there with Dreg. Is that correct?
I think I was.
I was gonna say I
think-
know someone was. I
Asher.
couldn't remember if it was Anthony or Asher. You have just seen Dreg rest his hand up against the unicorn's sort of long face, and rose petals, tulip petals, all these bright colored flower petals sort of swirled up and materialized out of nowhere, encompassing the unicorn, and then slowly faded away into the wind, the unicorn disappearing along with them.
After processing what I just saw, I would turn to Dreg and be like, yeah, so what are we gonna tell the others? They're gonna be pissed.
I do not care if they're mad. I'm not going to sacrifice an innocent creature.
No, I completely agree. I was trying to get them to at least ask it and not just trick it, but they're expecting, this to be our progress. We're gonna have to find another creature at this point. And I don't want to lie to them. So should we just tell them exactly what happened and then try to come up with another good creature to find?
I can assure you, if we do find another good creature, the same scenario will play out. I'm not going to sacrifice an innocent life.
But what if they're willing? Like, what if they're okay with it for the greater good? Like, we could appeal to honor. The only other option, I think, is that originally we were given 2 places to go and there was that demon pool or whatever. So we could head over there and see if that's a way to not sacrifice someone.
Potentially. But if sacrificing is a must, I will take no part in it.
Yeah, I would. I'm not going to trick or force some good creature to be killed. If they do it willingly, that's different to me, but that's very slim chances.
All of Tiamat's followers are here for a reason. I do not trust them. And frankly, I do not like that we're even considering working.
That's fair. Maybe we can convince the others to try to head to the demon pool pit. I can't remember the exact name. And maybe there's some good being there that's fighting demons or something, and they'll have a better solution. Not a sacrifice, but there'll be someone that can guide us in a more wholesome direction.
We might be able to collect some soul coins to see if Red Ruth is able to find us another solution.
Would a soul coin with a good soul in it be a sacrifice? He needs a good soul.
I believe he intends to consume soul, the body.
That's a good point. That seems like a last-ditch effort if we're forced, if they come find us. But I think that's a good point. We can go talk to her and see if she has an idea. Or an aid.
Well, let's continue down the stairs and greet the rest of the party.
Yeah. Let's present this to the group.
Everyone else, you were just sort of waiting for Asher and Dreg to continue down the stairs. You can see them sort of spiraling down the tower that you were on, and you can clearly see that the unicorn is not in tow behind them. it probably takes 3 to 5 minutes for them to walk all the way down, and eventually they approach you at the base.
So, where's the unicorn? So we can get on with this and get that blood.
I
Sent
did
the
not
unicorn
believe.
back to its plan.
I don't think I heard you correctly.
No, I did not stutter. I sent the unicorn back to its own plane of existence.
Of course, foolish me thinking we could do this the easy way, but no. Count Man had to throw a wrench in that one.
I did not believe that Dreg would have allowed us to do this from the beginning. I have been trying to think of a way that we could circumvent this.
Do you have any ideas, Dakir?
One, but it would likely be risky.
Well, about
It's
the
worth
only-
it.
We have nothing else to try, so let's hear the plan.
Yeah.
I mean, were we gonna find another good soul down here?
Do you believe that the bag with which we almost lost Drake could be rigged so that once it closes, it cannot be reopened?
I feel like that's something
Um,
that our master tinkerer could possibly figure something out with.
It's
I
definitely
could try to
doable.
identify it. See if I identify it, I get a very detailed description of it. I could see if there's some ability that we don't know of.
Were you planning on trying to trap the what the fuck his name was in it?
Archon. Yes. I believe he mentioned that the reason he needed the good soul was to free Tiamat. I do not believe allowing Tiamat free reign on this realm would be any better than
Dakir,
having...
roll a history check.
My main concern with this plan is that he had a
Uh-oh, I just got
lot
kicked
of
out.
he had an army with him.
How the hell did I get
That,
kicked
and if
out?
we trap him in the bag, how are we gonna get the vial from around his neck?
Hang on.
If one of us is extremely sneaky and can turn invisible, they may be able to, swipe it, but that's
Alex?
extremely risky.
What's that
Sounds
kid
kind of
flying
like
where
a
the fuck my
suicide
history
plan
check
to
is?
me.
Okay. The statement that you said you believe to be completely accurate.
Oh, fuck.
What, that he wanted the good soul to free Tiamat?
Yeah.
Or it's like
I
unlock
think I
her
know what he
prison or
said, but I'm
something.
not 100% sure, so I'm not. I'm pretty sure the only thing he said was it would help. Like it would help his mistress. I don't think he said anything about freeing her, but
Oh. Either way,
Uh,
any
No.
purpose.
Luke's
Hang on.
power and internet just went out.
what?
Luke, Asher, his power and internet just went out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyway, I don't believe anything that would help Tiamat would be helping anyone else, except for her and her own purposes. My solution, if it were to work, is for me to fly in with wounds appearing to be from you, and I would say that I betrayed you and have both Dreg and the unicorn inside the satchel. I would trade it for the blood vial. I would use BY's hat as soon as I walked out of the flap to appear to be one of the generals in charge, and then I would leave with the vial in tow before they open the bag, hopefully. This will
That's a
not
very
only get us the
risky
solution
plan.
of getting the vial, but hopefully if he tries to open the bag to pull out Drago the Unicorn, then he himself will be pulled inside and the threat will no longer be there.
You do realize that if you go in alone, there's a very good chance that this might not work, and you'll probably end up dead.
Since I can fly, I would be the best solution for getting back out the quickest, though. Anyone else approaching the area would be doing so on foot, or with the rest of us, and seeing the size of the army, we would all likely die.
What about Would there be some way to approach by foot close enough without being seen to where I could possibly shrink somebody to get in there and steal the necklace and get back out before being spotted?
That was my original intention when we approached them the first time. But as you told me, it only lasts for a minute. That is not enough time for even I to fly in as fast as I could, grab it, and leave.
I think it's a sound plan.
We can try it, but if things go wrong, that means we are going to be in for a fight, and we're going to be all in at fighting them. And not only will we have to fight Akron, but we'd also have to fight all the minions. Arkin. We'd also have to fight all of his minions there, and possibly even that dragon if it is there.
Did not appear that the worshippers were there with her. From what I could tell, it was a remote location. Or else I'm sure they would be much more worshipping than they had been.
So
much less thrilled to work
this
with
is
us.
something that you won't need a history check for. Whenever Kroll took you to sort of the work site that Arkin was at, it wasn't just Arkin, it was also the Minotaur, as well as probably 15 white Abashi working and sort of doing jobs around that tent.
That seems like an unwinnable fight. Also, testing 1, 2,
It's
3.
working.
Okay.
So that is
I
why I
mean-
propose that I come in, and if I can leave the tent and simultaneously change my appearance with BY's hat, it would at least give me time to get far enough away to fly.
If we don't have to contend with a dragon, we have quite handily dispatched one of those white Abysai before, and we've grown stronger since then. We might, and I say this with some trepidation, but we might be able to force our way in and out.
I am not so
If
much
worse
worried
comes to
about the
worse.
troops as I am the generals.
It would be good to have a place of protection to run to if things do go sideways, and I don't think we really have that. If they can chase us down with a dragon, that could probably outrun Dakir and possibly our car.
But if we're able to draw the dragon away from the rest, we might be able to deal with the dragon itself. Hello?
Yes, yeah, it's just deep in thought.
Oh, I
The
know
hard
I lost you guys for a
situation.
second. It was really
No.
quiet.
Fighting a dragon is not on any list of things I would wish to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any of it, but yet here we are.
Why don't we
Got a
just
point.
try to move on with my plan? You guys can stay at a distance where you could come in if needed. Keep in mind that I can always fly. I'm hoping to appeal to them as a creature of the sky as well, needing my freedom, which is why I said I would betray you. I'm going to have a cut on me that I will do myself if need be, so that it appears I just got in a fight.
How will we know if you need assistance?
How far can your telepathy work?
That's what I was gonna ask. If I send him a message, is there like a time limit of how soon he can respond back before I send him another one?
As long as you're within range, it's instantaneous.
But like, can I say something to him and he just not respond until it's convenient and I still get the message back? Or
No,
like a time
I'd
limit
say
on that?
it kind of has to be pretty back and forth.
Yeah.
Well,
How-
it's in his head, kind of.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, is there like a time limit where he could respond? Like, I send a message before he goes in, and if things go south,
I'd
he
give
can
it like
respond.
30 seconds tops.
How far can your telepathy work? We need
What
enough
is the range of
distance
my
so that the
telepathy?
car cannot be seen, Or else they
I don't
will
think
know
my
that I'm
telepathy's
lying
that
when I
far.
say I came alone.
It's just message, correct?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
We have that bigger
120
range on
feet.
message. Yeah, so we would definitely be within sight.
Dakir, if some way I am able to get in with you, I can dimension door us 500 feet back to safety together. I mean, you could have taken me as a prisoner or something along those lines, but
They've
if I
seen
can
you
get in there with you and you can get it, I can get us both out instantaneously 500 feet to safety.
But
Most
what
of
if
my plan hinged on me being able to fly away, but if you can do this door, that could work just as well.
Yeah,
that
I can
raises
only
another
do one of
question.
us. To me and somebody else.
If he thinks that Asher is a prisoner, though, what if he decides to just, instead of reaching into the bag to retrieve Dragon the Unicorn, what if he just goes for Asher instead?
I say we could both go together.
I am
As
not
having
technically a
both.
good creature either. I just believe in following a code. So
Sounds like you have a good soul to me.
Wait a second. The plot thickens.
dun dun dun.
Should
your
we
power
move
goes out
forward with
again.
our plan at least?
If your power goes out again, we have to sacrifice you. These
We're
are
in the middle
rules.
of the heist and my power goes out. So I
Take
come
him.
back, it's like,
You know what?
hey.
Just take him.
Dimension door, Asher. Dimension door, Asher.
Just turn to the right to look
Bro.
at him and he's gone. I'm like,
I
Do the
think that-
thing, wizard.
It's like in was it in GTA RP when their game crashes and like, oh, his head exploded. He'll be back anytime soon now. I think him going in with you, it's pretty good. Because can I roll history to try and remember the layout of the cave to see if it was very flyable?
it wasn't
Or
a
is
cave,
that
it was
what
a
they
tent.
remember?
weren't in a cave. They were outside of that sort of massive dragon skull that was embedded.
Oh, I thought they were in it.
Think of it like a military tent, kind of like an
Yeah,
outpost,
I thought that we were inside. Okay.
just off to the side of it.
Well, I suppose if you're confident in your abilities to pull this off, we can give it a shot. Nothing
Maybe
else,
if
I think
Asher
we're
were
fighting
to
our way
come
out.
with me, but stealthily, as in perhaps, how many times can you do the dimension gate?
Just once. That's the problem. We
Right, so
couldn't
you'd
go
have to
in and
walk with
out.
me.
Yeah.
I was
I
hoping that if
could-
there was only one of us, they would be more agreeable to handing over the vial before they opened
Yeah.
the satchel, because they would feel they're more in power than if there was more than one.
If somebody is able to grant me invisibility, we could park a distance away and then me and you could walk up, me invisible and you flying. I could try to
If-
sneak in.
If things go wrong and you need our assistance, perhaps you could use one of your bursting arrows, shooting straight up to the sky, almost like a flare, to alert us. Or if you have some other kind of spell that would allow you to do something similar. then
I
we
can
would- that
shoot
would
an
move
arrow
in.
and attach a light to it if need be.
Yeah,
I
I
can
could shoot
also-
a ray of frost up too. If
I
Or-
can also cast invisibility for you.
that would be perfect then. That might be the way to go then.
Sounds like we have a plan, I guess.
You guys just be ready with the car in case shit goes sideways, I guess.
If shit goes sideways, I'll be coming in both hands blazing.
Mr. DM,
Oh, man, it's
Would-
blazing.
the driving of the car break a concentration spell?
I wouldn't. I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, you have to be pretty focused on it, but I'm going to say technically no, because you can do other things like physically while you're concentrating on a spell.
Okay.
It's just like texting and driving.
It's
God.
kind of like that.
Wow.
It's not. We're all gonna die.
I,
I mean,
Is
it's
this
in the
where-
middle of a desert. There's not
I mean-
really a whole lot of traffic to contend.
Yeah, at least
Is
it's
it-
not like oncoming traffic.
Is it
BY.
is it a bad time to tell you guys I never got my driver's license?
What's a driver's license?
Oh yeah.
BY, are you okay with me using your hat and your satchel for this?
Oh, I thought you were just going to dimension door out, but
No,
Well, the
but I
satchel's
a
still
part of
need
it,
some
too.
way to make them believe that we have brought the unicorn with us. And
Yeah, it sounds like the satchel is a must, but it'll be returned most likely.
I don't.
Uh,
I plan on leaving the satchel there. I don't think that if he opens the satchel and gets pulled inside, he's going to be very agreeable for us leaving. I hope that we can leave the tent before that happens and his comrades attack.
so I'm not
And they
getting
might
the
be
bag
focused on
back.
saving him.
What if I rigged it so that it stayed open after it was opened?
I think we want it to close so he's trapped.
Yes.
Well, the bag was open and Dreg couldn't get himself out that easily. We had to involve rope. All of us. If it stayed
Yeah, but-
open, and he got sucked inside, you could potentially get more people in it.
I feel like eventually they would figure a way to get the ones inside out, though. And
Just
then
as
it
we
would be
did.
on us.
That's why I was hoping it would shut immediately. If he reaches
Hmm.
in to try and consume the good soul in whichever method he chooses, I would rather he be stuck in there permanently and no longer be a threat.
Let's also take into consideration that he might not necessarily get pulled in. He might be able to pull himself away.
I believe it'll at least be enough of a distraction.
To pull the vial from around his neck. And then
If he does
go.
not give it to us initially, yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about trying to slip it around his neck. I would just cut the string that it's attached to, or the chain.
Yeah, just pull it off. Yeah. Okay.
BY, do you agree?
Not really, but why not?
I do think a murdering bag as a payment for this plan. This seems like a small price, and I'm sure we can find a way to pay you back.
I'll keep that in mind.
How
I
good
will-
is your soul?
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
cannot offer much, but in compensation, I will give you some money since you seem to be short. I will hand him 10 flat.
I will take that.
Well, we'll
I
take
mean, that's
no.
probably more than a shopkeeper would give for a bag that eats people.
I don't know,
Probably.
Seems
Some-
fucking valuable.
Yeah, some
You-
shopkeepers might be.
Will you mark off 10 flat for my sheet? Machi?
No.
So I guess I hand over the bag and the hat.
I'll
Good.
fold up the hat, put it.
It's the song.
The
I like how we
song.
all know
Can you just copy the playlist and remove that song?
I could. I need to. I've been
It's
fucking
literally-
talking about making my own for so long, and I never have. Anyways,
It's
fair enough.
literally 3 clicks.
I know.
Well, let us get started. Maybe if I tell them as well that we have 2 good souls in the bag, they may compensate us with a soul coin as well.
How many flat did you give BY?
10.
10 or 20?
10.
Done.
20. No, he said 20.
I've already made myself clear.
Let us be on our
Everyone's-
way now.
We're walking towards the scavenger.
Yeah.
Am I still are we in a am I still trying to make it so it never opens up again after? So I'm gonna need some time to fiddle with it.
While I'm in the car, I'll attempt to identify it for 10 minutes.
If,
But who would
if you all
drive if
wanted to-
Anthony is?
I
if
could
y'all
attempt
wanna
to drive the
take a
vehicle.
rest- I was gonna say, if y'all want to rest, I don't need one, so I can just keep watch out while you guys rest while he attempts to do this.
I think it would be best before we do this as well that we do take some time to rest.
Okay.
'Cause I do still have everything, don't I, Ashi? Except for like maybe one spell slot.
Let me look.
Well, we can stay here while we have the protection of the Tao. We can rest. I can identify the bag just to see exactly what it does. And
There should be
then
no more demons homing on this area since the unicorn.
You're
is no
down
longer
one
here.
first level spell slot, Velos, so you're locked
Yeah,
and loaded.
I got like 6 spell slots altogether, so I'm not worried about that one.
So everyone makes their way towards the scavenger, loads back up.
Okay.
Watch that
Boogie,
spell slot be the one that saves my life, and I don't
probably.
have it.
Boogie runs up to the door excitedly. His whole body is like wiggling with excitement.
Velos, if you want to rest, I can put my own magic hound out on watch.
That's not necessary. I'm pretty well rested.
Okay. I don't know if I need a rest. I can help too as well.
So everyone's
I'm gonna rest.
all
Are we-
funneled to the scavenger, just trying to get some shut-eye. Are we doing a short rest or long
That'd actually be
rest?
awesome.
I don't need one, so
Yeah,
up to
I'm
the rest
actually
of y'all.
full up. I just figured it'd be reasonable for us to rest. So let's say we're just chilling while they figure out the bag.
I'd like to take a full chill.
A full chill?
Can I? I'd rather take a short vibe than a
Gotcha.
long vibe.
So Anthony, I'm gonna have you do a series of Arcana checks for me to see if you can manage to work this bag in a way to where it will magically close itself upon someone entering it.
Still
So-
crit fell.
I got some padlocks. It's just.
Some Velcro.
Do I have a roll of duct tape on me?
I'm gonna say yes.
Oh God!
Of course,
I didn't know they had
not
AC
really
ducts.
tape, but
It's tape actually made out of ducks.
I was gonna say in this universe, it's actually ducks tape.
so if you want to start with one Arcana check for me.
Was it identified yet?
Identified?
Yeah, I was going to take 10
Okay.
minutes to.
Gotcha.
Roll
So
advantage.
I'll give Asher the full text of it.
Okay. Oh God.
Asher, you should tell me everything you know about the bag.
I will. If Austin, if you wanna copy and paste it to Anthony, because I would ask him. Because I would tell him everything I know, because he's the one doing the brunt of the work.
I'm gonna give it
Yes.
both of you then.
Okay.
I was gonna say I would. If it would really suck. All right. So what do you know about this bag? I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
It's mine now.
It's
It
mine.
would
Stick
be
your
Jen.
hand
Me
inside
to
of it.
know and you to find out.
If you stick your hand inside of it, good things happen. It's the bag
Get
of
a lot of
happiness.
money. Money.
Do
It's
stupid
the
shit,
bag.
win
It's the
stupid
bag of
prizes.
leveling.
Right?
Jump
Dreg
in,
went
you
in
come
there and
back
he
up.
leveled up an extra one.
See?
Yeah.
See?
It is the bag of leveling. Stick your hand in, you'll have to make a new character and level it up.
The bag of
Eventually.
the bag of oopsies, as it were.
I'm assuming the entire time both of you guys are messing with it, that motherfucker's closed.
No, I'm
Yeah.
over there like I'm holding it like a puppet. I'm like, look at me, I'm a stupid fucking bag.
Like holding up to your face, like, look at me.
Who's a good bag?
It even
Who's a good bag?
distorts my
no,
voice
it's
just like that.
Austin, it popped up on my laptop that you sent me a message, but it's not popping up on my phone. So
Oh, you sent it over Discord?
Yeah.
Over Discord? Got it.
I think like click on
Oh.
me on your phone.
Yeah.
oh, maybe it was a Discord message. Maybe that's what it
Maybe
told me. That's what it
this-
was. Yeah, never mind. Okay.
Wait. Okay.
Oh my God. or vegetable matter placed in the bag is devoured. That's good to know.
Vegetable matter?
Vegetable matter.
I don't
Vegetable
like
lives
this
matter.
broccoli. Put it in the bag.
Oh, so there's
Bad
only
vegetables
a
doesn't matter.
50%. There's a 50-50 chance of the creature being pulled in. It's not a like. There's nothing we can do to make it more likely. It's just whether it decides to, pull him in.
Isn't it
And
there,
he
though?
There
he
is
can
a way to
Wait.
close it.
Did we make it where it's more likely to pull his ass in?
Wait. What if we shrunk him down smaller and just like covered half of him with the bag?
Oh my god.
Oh
I realize if you cover him with the bag, he wears the necklace, right?
yeah, we got to get the necklace before doing this.
I mean, it was just a funny thought.
Okay.
Didn't say we were gonna do it.
Honestly, it might be best if we take the bag with us. That way there's no chance of him being pulled out.
If you turn it inside out, it's closed. As far as I can tell, you can't. I don't know if you can just turn it right side in, inside out, outside in. There we go.
Push it
And,
from the bottom out.
Yeah, he gets sucked in. You just go pop, and it doesn't like reverse and it starts sucking you in because now your hand's in the bag.
Oh, wait. If the bag is pierced or torn, it is destroyed, and anything contained within it is transported to a random location on the astral plane.
Exactly. That
if
means
he
he's-
go-
So you could just
Okay.
push the bag with an
What
arrow.
the fuck did I just hear?
Fuck was that?
Oh!
The baby's upset at our plots to murder the bag.
I think Boogie's freaking out at us.
So I think we take we get him in the bag, and we take the bag with him, with us, and
If- yeah.
then
I think we should hide it.
now there's a chance he'll break out. He seemed like a really strong dude, and it's
Well, if there's a chance it'll break out. Why not just pierce it with an arrow and send it to the astral plane?
Because anything contained within it is transported to a random location on the astral plane.
Dakir, if he does get sucked in, you shoot the arrow, and I'll teleport us out.
He lives. I feel like he could make it back here easily.
It might be best to see if he can
However-
get devoured. That's honestly true.
However, the bag swallows. Oh, any creature that starts its turn inside the bag is devoured. Its body destroyed.
Now, he has that weird hand of undead shit. So he might still come back. We
I think
can
he
try
would come
it.
back worse for wear at the very least.
If we take the bag with us, he gets one shot at escaping it. And then he's devoured.
Now,
If we close the bag while he's in it, the flap down, would that make it more difficult for him to get out?
Wait, it could. It doesn't say on it. I didn't get any reading of that, but it might. But Dakir, if I dimension door us into the air, you could hold me and we could fly, and then if he breaks out of the bag, he's falling.
And if he can hold your
Not
weight.
sure if I can hold your weight.
but would it be more of a glide or a Looney Tunes plummet to the earth?
I can feather fall us down to the ground if you can't.
That would work then.
Okay.
Sounds like we have a solid plan. Let's just hope we can pull it off. It all hinges on him getting sucked into that bag.
Yes. God, this is
So
such
it
a
wouldn't
convoluted plan. Holy
wouldn't-
shit.
So it wouldn't be Dungeons and Dragons if everything would get fucked on one dice roll, right? Let's do it.
Let's do this. Oh my god, Dakir, we might die.
All right. Well, knowing what we know about the bag, I don't have to do anything to it. We know how it works.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll go ahead and start trucking on. We all ready?
Maybe
I
could
get
you
back
try
in
to
that.
modify it to make it harder to break out of it? I don't know if you could try to jury rig something.
Would I
Make
put
it
the
easier to
fucking?
get pulled in.
What do I put
Yeah,
the fucking
maybe.
the bags on it or the spikes for cars? Or if you drive one way, it pierces your tires. If you drive the other way, you're fine.
Exactly.
I mean, if making the probability of someone getting sucked in higher is something that I can manage, I will leave that up to the DM,
Yeah.
and I can
Good
proceed with a
point.
series of Arcana checks.
I would allow you to proceed with the series of Arcana checks.
Nice.
First Arcana check.
So after kind of tinkering with the flap of the bag, it seems rather rudimentary, but you think that you could fashion sort of just like a simple latch on it. You would have to not so, because you know that piercing it spells trouble, but sort of fashion a latch.
Are there any like existing loops or anything like that on there already?
Yeah, I'll say that there is just like a loop, sort of like connecting the sort of string of my brain's stopping right now. Like
can I just fashion? Can I
shoulder
just shove a
part.
belt? Could I shove a belt through that loop so that the belt there is just like a waist belt just on it, and then I could just put it at its tightest notch and it just stays closed?
Yeah.
It's a simple thing. I'd like to think we all know how belts work. Yes, gentlemen.
I thought we were trying to fashion a way to make it more probable that he'll get sucked in.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's what I was trying to get at.
I thought you were trying to stop him from getting out. I see.
That the dice roll that we will get fucked on is the one on him getting inside.
Yeah, the 50-50 shot.
Asher, not to influence any plans, but can't you make people re-roll?
Make a what?
Oh.
People roll?
Can't you make people re-roll?
But this is like a 50% chance of them getting sucked in. So that was actually one question I had, was if he's rolling a D100 for a 50-50 shot, could I like still make it re-roll on that? I'll send you the text on the ability.
Yeah, send me the text on it and we'll see.
Okay.
Fuck you, asshole! Roll
Oh,
again.
that's fucking recovery you sent me.
Like,
Oh, whoops.
talking
Yeah, I was
about
wondering
Final
why that
Fantasy.
didn't make sense.
Couldn't we? Isn't there like a? Does anybody have like a spell that could impose disadvantage on him without attacking him?
It does say specifically attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
I would say rule of cool is this is kind of like a saving throw moment. Although it's
Okay,
not
that's what I was
gonna
gonna ask.
as such, I would say it kind of bends that line.
Okay. And Dakir, I have some spells I could use on you for like protection. I was going to cast Fortune's Favor on both of us to give us advantage on something.
That would be most agreeable. My charisma is probably not where it should be for this.
And same with, I can cast protection on you, protection from evil and good, to give you something.
Anthony, knowing now what I know, because I misunderstood what you were rolling for, I would say with your 23 Arcana, you aren't able to really surmise a way to make it accept something more often, because of the fact that it is a creature in a sense.
Mm-mm.
Can we put bait on him, like ketchup?
I was gonna say
Make it like
because
really want to gobble down.
Because it does eat whatever's inside this bag, or whatever the bag is transporting to, is a living thing. It wants food. If I could train it, I mean, given enough time, obviously that's not really something we have. If I just constantly fed, almost like think of like a tiger in a zoo, where you're just constantly feeding it and it just knows that this is where food is coming from. So the moment something else comes in, it doesn't care. That's where the food comes from, therefore it's food. maybe it
Or
would
like
be.
constantly feeding a tiger and then taking the food away for like 3 days to make it really hungry.
Well,
Who would think that's a good idea? Let's just not feed the tiger today.
The catch-22 with that is I don't think that this is I don't think that this bag is like the only one that's feeding this creature. But if I could somehow convince it through whatever psychological feeding it all the time from this one, it could basically be like, that's my primary orifice. Literally is labeled as an orifice, by the way, in the bag. That's not me being dumb.
That's nasty.
It could get stuffed too.
That's a gnarly
Like-
blowjob, man.
Jesus Christ.
We have to restart the session now. That was just
50-50, the best ever or the worst ever?
On one hand, you die. On one hand, good suck.
The good suck or the bad suck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, can I just close the hole up just a little bit so it only accepts...
And that's just to point out the obvious. This is also
dick size.
just
to
one
point out
weenie.
the obvious. This also hinges on the fact that he even attempts to reach into the bag.
That is where I think the extra charisma will be helpful.
Yeah. And if he doesn't, I'm invisible. All I have to do is grab the necklace and then get us out of there in time.
What if we
like-
put some sort of like food mash or something around the edges of it so it can't quite get it, but it knows that it's there and is constantly waiting for it?
But then it might start sucking and be really obvious that it's sucking.
Jesus Christ.
Let's just stop with there and keep going.
I've already titled this episode on YouTube in my head, the episode where we try and not talk about dicks.
I think it should be
That's
called the
also-
Big Suck, because that's what this plan's about to be.
Get sucked, nerd.
It's either gonna go really well and it's gonna be sucky for that guy, or it's gonna go really poorly and suck for us.
This
Yeah.
episode's just gonna be called Happy Endings. There, we're good.
Me and
Also,
Akira might be
now that
rolling
they're
646s at the end of this episode.
there- Also, that none of them there have the ability to detect invisibility.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. Fuck.
I think the idea to enlarge/reduce him was actually pretty sound.
But then
Pick
we
him
gotta
up and
get
just
somebody
drop him in
else.
the bag.
I mean, I don't have an ability to cast that spell. So, and if we take a third, then I can't get all three of us out in time.
Three
Let's
of
just
you
go
or two
forward
of
with how
you?
it is.
I can take me and one other person, but if a third joins us, then I can't teleport us all out.
Gotcha. Drag, you've been pretty quiet. Thoughts?
Tricking the evil guy seems better than giving him what he wants, to me.
I don't
And
like
put-
him anyway. I just thought our chances of fighting were slim.
Well, I once had this dream where we were all fighting each other, but I never got to see Drag, and I think it was because he turned into stone. So what if Drag melded with the environment to replace the invisible guy?
But didn't we say he couldn't move though?
I think
Yeah.
I think he's stuck in the stone where he's at, and he can't hear anything around him.
Gotcha.
I can, but not
Is it just like dulled?
disadvantage.
Oh,
Well, I think the plan as it stands now, I think we just need to go for it.
We need to
Yeah.
not overthink this.
I think
Try
we've
it.
got the plan as set as we can. I
I'm
think
running
the
this whole time.
DM is ready for our plan.
Have I been
I-
driving this whole
I
time?
have not been prepared for this episode, by the way. Like there's nothing that I could do to prepare for whatever's about to happen.
That's a part of the game, baby. Let's go.
I mean, we
Alright,
can always go over to the demon Icker place over here.
Fuck that noise.
You are not prepared.
Me myself every session.
All right. I start up the vehicle.
Catchphrase.
Are we all in agreement on the plan?
Has it been running the entire time, or did you turn off?
It's been running.
Okay.
We were in sight of the vehicle the whole time, so.
Yeah, and Bellows was by it.
Well, the only reason I turn off the vehicle, the only times I ever turn off the vehicle is if it's obvious we're going somewhere where I don't have sight of it, and I'm not trying to just have a red cap drive away with it.
Pickle!
Speaking of pickles,
So-
where's the little bastard? Oh, somebody deleted him.
Oh, he's not deleted.
Aw.
He's
changed
hidden.
places.
He's on the other map where only DM can control.
Oh, lame.
So, you guys are headed off back towards the monument to Tiamat, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
Can
it's
somebody
not
give
even
us like a Ocean's 11 styled like heist breakdown?
So,
Is what we're
Anthony,
gonna
you
do.
cast invisibility on me. Oh yeah, I should be doing it in my character voice. But who can do an Ocean's 11 voice? Because I can't.
Alright, boys, this is what we're doing.
Alright, guys, here's the plan. All these guys are gonna
Anthony's
stay in the
gonna
vehicle.
cast
You're gonna cast
invisibility
invisibility
on
on that guy.
Asher.
You're gonna cast protection's gonna be on that guy. They're gonna go with the bag, try to get that guy in that bag, and then they'll both try to get away. With the guy in the bag and the amulet in hand. Let's go.
That was not nearly
Yeah,
thorough
right.
enough for Ocean's 11, but okay.
I enjoyed it. While I did enjoy it, my only problem with it was that I didn't hear somebody vigorously playing bongo drums in the background. It's like
Lulu does.
who does?
She like you see her just like in the back with like her mouth open and her trunk just like clunking her head.
So that's how empty it is in there. Got it.
Poor Lulu.
So
Jesus, Marvin.
probably
Oh, yeah.
about 45 minutes into this journey across the wasteland. Those of you that normally have like your lookout positions, whoever is leftmost facing and whoever is sort of in like the little circular spot can see off in the distance, but not too far away, a two-wheeled infernal war machine parked next to a large rock, and standing atop of it, peering at you, is a rather strange-looking man. And you see him unzip his pants and begin
Oh, God.
pissing in the hot air. They're just staring at you.
The red cap turns the corner.
With
Pickle?
a very, very wide smile.
Does anybody think this might be a good aligned person?
I don't think so at all.
Because he sure seems like the kind of guy I would sacrifice.
Those of you that can see, like I said, whoever's on the left post of the vehicle, and Asher, because I know that you're
I'm in
in
the
the circular thing.
Brain.
Okay, so
Yeah, I was
you
gonna say,
you
how
would do
close
the-
are we passing him?
And
Use
I
the
would
crane
call
to
it
knock him
out.
off.
That was an awful fucking perception roll. Hopefully it's not how this is gonna go.
I wonder if I can. I don't think I can like show it to just certain people.
I'll yell it
Howdy.
out to everybody, and I don't know if they can look and see him, but I'll describe what the fuck I just saw.
All we are my friends, just pissing in the wind.
Smiler the Defiler. Oh my fucking
I feel like that guy's
God.
got some sick beats.
Oh my god, I love this man. We have to talk to him. I want to talk to him. Luke Smith wants to talk to him.
Jesus.
He's just like both hands on the shaft, just
Two
pissing into
hands.
the wind.
Oh shit.
This dude
It's got
is
bucks.
well endowed. This guy fucks.
Anthony,
Oh, he fucks.
I think we need to talk to this man. He might be good to have on our plan as a distraction.
I don't believe we
I'm-
know his alignment, and telling him our plan to fool a
No.
bunch of followers of Tiamat would be the best idea.
I think we just talk to
Before
him.
I'm even replying, I'm just trying to find out in our convoluted, basically 2,000 piece blue sky puzzle where this one fits. And I'm not seeing it, dude, at all.
I get a really weird feeling about this guy, and I just really feel like he is somebody we should at least see what he's doing. How has this man survived hell?
You guys stopped at all, or have you
Everybody's
just
the
been like
same.
cruising by in the distance?
I've slowed down. I'm
It,
still
like,
considering it.
Locked, like eyes locked on the vehicle, like just like he's not moving. He's still been pissing this whole time, and he's just like following the vehicle with his eyes, still smiling. And now he tucks it all back in and kind of situates his pants.
I honk my horn, see if he waves. Okay, there we go. All right, he waved. All right, let's go talk to him. I'm down
Nice.
to derail.
Just quick 10-minute conversation with him. See what he's about.
No such thing.
Smiler the Defiler.
Hey, man.
Guys,
Nice
I'm
cock.
pissing here.
As you guys start to pull up a little bit closer, you can see him getting down from his rock
Yeah, we're going to prison. Fuck
and
you.
getting on to
Get out,
his
go.
two-wheeled machine. I guess there's a prison break after.
Yeah, be careful.
And he just sort of like sits on, like he's straddling it just like someone would like a motorcycle. Like he gets onto it and is just sort of like sitting there waiting for you to
Oh
pull
my
up.
god.
Pull up.
In very Rocket League fashion.
Eyes on you the entire time,
There's a
smiling,
helicopter
never
coming, and
waning.
there's a whole-
Please tell me you've been practicing your scam likely voice.
No.
Damn it.
Dee dee dee
These guys
dee
act like
dee
game likely.
dee dee.
Game likely, that's it. You can't talk any other way.
As you get a lot closer to him, you can tell that he has a very slender elf-like figure, but his skin color and his hair don't seem to be similar to many elves that you've
you
seen.
don't know about.
Dreg, you immediately, being close with the Wild Mother and knowing a bit about Fae and their culture, you think that he's from the Fae.
Would I know
Well,
him then?
they're
Or
wild.
know something about him?
Elves innately have a connected history with the Feywild, so I would say that you get this assumption too.
I think somehow he's connected with the Fae, or I don't know how, but
How has he survived down here then?
I couldn't tell you. Seems
Could
to be a
ask
little
him.
loco.
Yeah, let's go up and talk to him, I guess. Who wants to take point with this guy? Oh god.
I'm not approaching that creature.
I'll get out.
I'll get out after Dreg.
I'll perch on top of the vehicle.
Okay, so Dreg, Dakir, and Asher are approaching.
I'm on the vehicle. I'll watch.
You're on the vehicle. Okay, so
Our
Dreg and Asher.
vehicle.
I'm gonna be hanging out the window, basically.
I will use one of my. I will be using my. What's it called? I'll be using my observant feat here to.
Oh, read lips.
Yeah.
Read
As
Latin,
Drake
boy.
and Asher get a little bit closer, three of you can see. Well, two of you can hear. One of you can read what he's saying. So you like what you saw, huh?
Hey
That's
man,
not scam
oh,
likely. I'm
Oh
not impressed.
god. Oh god. I mean, I just have more questions than anything.
A lot of people do after seeing it.
How have you lived out here when you're, with taunting, everybody like that?
A man gets by.
Do you mind if I ask how?
Bit of a long story, but I could get into it if you want.
Is there like a brief history?
Can you give us
TLDR.
the spark
Yeah.
notes?
I mean, to keep things quick, I guess, if you don't got a lot going on or if you're busy. I was just an elaborate adventurer way back when, and I found myself here. I started up a little gang, the Defilers, got ran out. I'm the only one that made it. I got 3 other gangs after me. It's, man on the run, if you will.
Yeah, just
I mean, what? Is one of these gangs a bunch of undead creatures?
Nah,
Okay.
actually, yeah.
yeah, you can never admit it.
Who? Who's their leader?
I mean, the undead ones, the demon ones, the devil ones. What are you talking about?
The undead ones. Like who's in charge of them?
Let's get into the right page.
The undead ones. What undead ones?
Archon had an army of undead with him, so I'm trying to see if we have a common
Oh.
enemy.
No, he didn't. He had the
well,
white dudes. The winged things.
The dame that's after me with the ghouls and gas. That's Fiona.
Oh.
She,
Fiona.
she's pretty good looking, but she doesn't talk much.
Like me and Jesus.
I think I was on her bad side from the get-go. But then again, we also got Bitter Breath and Prince I forgot what. Princeps Kolvik.
This. I'll be honest, this sounds like a totally different campaign.
Guys, let's all join
well,
the motorcycle gang. Fuck
yeah.
Overhill.
It sounds like you've got a lot going on here.
Yeah, I got a lot on my plate, but what are you guys here for?
We're just trying to get by. We got a dude we're going to talk to here. I mean, do you need help with anything? We're always looking for stuff and gold.
I don't really need much. I gotta travel light. When you got 3 not Hellriders, when you got 3 gangs of Avernus coming after you, you gotta be on your feet.
Anthony, what are they saying?
I really don't. I'm having a hard time because he's definitely speaking common, but he also really has a weird accent. I can't tell if he said fear boner or he said Fiona weird. But it sounds like he's talking about being on the run from gangs.
You definitely heard him talking about his dick.
Oh yeah, he also believes that we're here for his wiener.
I'm gonna send a message to Asher. We don't need to get mixed up in a turf war between gangs.
I'm gonna let Drake take the lead on the conversation, and I'm gonna reply to Velos and say, yeah, I definitely don't want to get involved. I just want to see if he could help us in any way, but it sounds like he can't.
I'd rather not be indebted to this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that cop's gonna go get him. Get him, Popo.
Well,
Oh, there it is. He's lighting him up. Fucking A.
Let's give a speed, bitch.
Yeah, he's pulled him over. Fucking yeah.
I just love that we're dealing with Smiler the Defiler, and he's... Drake, is there anything you want to say to this guy? I don't know where to go.
So he kind of senses some silence, and you kind of like look over to talk to Dreg. Dreg, you blink, and then he's gone. His bike is still there, and then he walks up behind you and puts his arms around both of you. I know it's a bit of an odd question, but y'all ever thought about joining a motorcycle gang?
I can't see what he's saying. He's turned around.
Did I see him move like that?
Yeah, I mean, you see him just disappear and reappear right behind them.
Is there any way I can like do an insight to what he just did?
You could definitely tell it was some type of teleportation.
Okay.
But without any type of insight, you saw him blink from one point to another.
What just
He blinked.
I don't know, Elena.
Jesus, Lena. We're trying
We're
to find
trying to
out.
find out.
I would reply to him and say, I mean, I'm just here looking for my family. I mean,
Hey, I could be your family.
no, like blood family, but I appreciate the
Want to make a
thought.
bottle? We can be family that way. And he takes out his knife and like is holding it towards his open hand.
Don't, no, dude, no, I'm not gonna shake that.
Is his arm still around me?
Well, not anymore because he had to draw a sword. He took it off to do that.
Could he have done it like? Could Drake have done
You all
whatever he's
see
gonna do?
him draw his sword, by the way, like you, those of you at the vehicle.
Oh,
But isn't he holding it to his own hand?
Yeah, but I mean, depending on the angle, you may not see that.
Yeah.
I'll shoot a warning shot kind of near his foot.
I'm gonna message to Kier and say we're all good. I don't think he's dangerous, but yeah, definitely keep him in your sights.
I'm gonna be prepared casting Ray of Frost, but I'm not gonna launch it yet.
As the arrow strikes down, the second it hits by its feet, he turns around and looks at you, Dakir. I need you to make a charisma save.
Oh, Jesus.
Do I see him start to cast something?
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
That Christmas
Wait.
fucking awful. Oh, I can't
wait,
see
no,
what
didn't
I
put it on
rolled.
Akira. I put
Oh,
it on
Jesus. Well, that's not a good start. You're definitely gonna need some extra shit to give me for rolls.
Asher,
pick that.
you still have protection from good and evil, by the way.
No, it's been over an hour.
Has it?
I'm sure it has at this point.
He looks over towards Dakir, and you can see his smile, while already unnerving, gets a little bit wider. And Dakir, you burst into dance. You drop your bow, and you just start dancing.
Boogie bomb.
Sir, we don't mean any harm. He was just worried because you drew your sword.
Yeah, I understand the reason why, but now he's not going to shoot again for a little bit.
That's fair, I guess.
Is he doing the default dance?
Well,
Yes.
are you looking to return home?
Me? Nah. I kind of like it here. I just want to get another gang back together.
Fair
Beat the
enough.
shit out of these guys that are after me.
Unfortunately, I don't think many of us are interested, or I don't think my path would lead me into your family.
I mean, I agree, but it was good to meet you.
What if he joined our gang,
I
guys?
guess we're going to be parting ways then, huh? And
I
then,
mean-
you see him disappear from your sight, and you turn back to the bike, and he's sitting on it again.
Oh wait,
I mean, unless you want to follow us and help out us. I mean, as long as we can trust you.
Oh, I ain't gonna hurt you. Unless you try to hurt me.
I mean, I do have a little bit of respect. You could have shot my friend there and you just made him dance. So, like, seems like a good incapacitation method. But if you
Yeah.
don't want to join us, then it's fair. What are you gonna say, Drake?
Do you have any affiliation with the followers of Tiamat?
Nah, fuck those guys.
Would you like to help us take him out?
No, I don't want to fuck those guys.
Well, I guess this is farewell for now.
They may see me around. It swings pretty often.
If
After- after seeing the reading the conversation that happened, I kind of lean out. Whatever. I don't have side windows. I lean out the nearest window I have, and I'm like, "Hey, don't you think that motorcycles get boring after a little while? Maybe you want to change it up, huh?"
This bad boy, and he revs his engine, and all of you hear this like deafening scream coming out of the pipes, and then it settles back down as he lets off the throttle.
Hey, man, that's pretty cool.
This baby's bitching. I don't need nothing else.
Yeah. You know what else is pretty cool? Stuffing people in the bags. You want to help us?
We are going to try to get a guy eaten by a bag. You want to help us get a guy eaten by a bag?
Can't.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that
So-
fucking... I start walking. I'm tired.
So I'm
Here's a health spawn.
I don't think you understand. I'm trying to survive. I'm not trying to put anyone in no bags.
Hey, the top of the food chain survives, dog. We're just climbing up.
Yeah, but I'm also kind of a smart guy, and
The smart
you
people
just
climb
talk
too. You just gotta climb with us.
Tiamat, you're talking about putting in someone's bag. I ain't gonna fuck around with Arkin.
What do you know about the guy?
I mean, from what I've heard, you don't want to fuck with him.
Well, we saw him. He's a little bitch boy. Definitely easy. You should come with us.
Well,
I don't think I will.
what
pussy?
if
I
we
choose life.
What are you, chicken?
if we did slight Arkin, what do you think he would do to us?
Oh, he'd kill you.
Does he usually stay around his tower and all that, though? Would he chase us?
I mean, it's tough to say. If you got something he wants, he'll hunt you down.
And also, do you know any safe places down here? Am I good?
I mean,
Got up.
in the wastelands of Avernus, everything is always changing.
Right there.
I don't really think anywhere's safe.
What if I told? Yeah, I'm walking up to him at this point. I'm tired of this leaning out the window shit. My ribs hurt. So I was like, what if I told you that the path that we're on, if you came and hung around with us, you could start a new gang in a much safer place, but a lot more thrilling. A little change of scenery for you, huh? Have you ever seen grass? It's green. I'm looking at a map right now. I don't see green except for a spaghetti lake about north of here.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
I've got full confidence that I can bend the universe to my own will, so I don't think I need your help to do what I want.
Oh, sweet. Then you can definitely put our city back where it was, and then we'll be out of Avernus's hair.
But if I wanted to put that effort in, but unfortunately, you have bigger priorities, aka revenge.
Against?
Well, hold on. Could you show us?
Somebody who can fucking bend the universe to his will be afraid of 3 other motorcycle gangs.
Could you show us this reality bending ability, and then we might be willing to help you, because that seems like a solution to our problem.
I mean, let me rephrase. It's more of a mindset.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I begin walking back to the scavenger.
A
Yeah.
positive attitude can take y'all a lot of places.
I
That's
agree,
why
my
I'm-
dude. You've got a friend in us, but we gotta go.
You're around.
Yeah, we're gonna go take care of this. Too bad you're too chicken.
Yeah, keep talking. Make a charisma save.
I am gonna keep talking.
Make a
because I'm gonna go.
charisma.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go kick this dude's ass while you're sitting here pissing in the wind, loser.
You make a charisma save.
He's making this funny chicken dance.
Charisma.
You, sir, start barking like a chicken uncontrollably.
He just fucking hear like this fucking belly laughing going from the inside of the fucking scavenger's belly. It's fucking dying
Be a
laughing.
chicken, but at least I don't sound like one fuck face. And he flips you off and then just off into the wasteland.
Bok you, dude. Bok, 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 bok.
Dakir and Anthony, both of your effects last for about 2 minutes.
Is there not a distance? Like if he leaves
No.
the distance?
Bends the universe, you know. I mean, bok, 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 bok. That dude's got a huge dick.
Oh, he had some schmeat.
Some schmeat.
What? Is his dick shown in the fucking picture?
No, not in the picture. But y'all
There's no
saw it.
bulge either. Someone tells me he's got a latini weenie. He used prestidigitation.
Minor illusion.
You mean a major illusion?
That's how I was gonna- You beat me to that one.
Alright, so can we continue forward? Can we please
Yes,
continue forward
please.
without stopping to talk to any more strangers
gonna have
along
to
the way?
I
gonna sit here
agree
and
that
question-
did not go where I wanted it to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking question the shit out of Austin and be like, what was the point of that?
It's probably just a
There had
fucking
to be.
encounter roll.
I really hope that was all it was. It was just a random encounter with Smiler the Defiler. And part of me wants to go on this motorcycle gang side quest.
Alright.
So, shuffle back into the vehicle and start heading towards the monument to Tiamat.
I'll
Heck
be doing
yeah.
the boogie.
What's it, delicacy?
It would have ended by now.
The poop shooting boogie.
Once again, pass by the obelisk. You can see the sort of carved in stone staircase leading
There's
up
no fresh
to the top of
pieces.
this cliffside.
So, like,
And
like a
at
lot
the
of
peak of it,
years
you
so
see
it's
this
like-
tall,
None of
almost
it's
obsidian-like
fresh unless it's, like, late
pyre.
This is the second time you've described this thing to us. Is this thing
It's
important?
there. I'm just saying that you see it.
It means
Mind
there's something
your
there.
presence. It's needless to say, if I describe something, there's probably something there.
Just to ask, is there anybody there right now?
Not from the
Yeah.
angle that you can see.
If he's waiting for us at the monument, could we possibly go in this tower? Because obviously we can't once we piss him off.
Oh, are you talking about the Arkan's tower?
Yes. You're talking about the monolith. Sorry.
I'm
Okay.
talking about this obelisk over here.
Yes, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
believe getting in an encounter with the dragon would be the best of ideas.
Oh, yeah, the dragon is at his tower. What about that obelisk over there?
Yeah, I was gonna say the obelisk is different than the tower.
Yeah. Do we want to go up to that, see if it has something that might help us? We're kind of in an impossible situation right now to complete this. I mean, we have a plan, but it's extremely risky. Maybe there's something up there that could help us. Someone that hopefully wouldn't be a devil.
I think it might be worth it to take a look.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing pushing us to go there right now.
I can just fly up and take a look and see if anything is around, if you would prefer.
Yes.
Yeah, while we drive up there, you could recon up ahead.
Or he could just fly up there and tell us if it's worth
Yeah.
it or not.
Yeah.
Very
What do
well.
you think,
I'll
Bert
climb to the top of the top, I guess, window thing and take off upwards.
So, Dakir, as you fly a little bit higher, you can see that this is a roughly 30-foot tall obelisk that's ringed by 7 smaller standing stones. You can see sort of pacing around the obelisk itself, but within the 7 stones surrounding it. There's a tall man wearing tattered robes sort of striding between the smaller ones. And the second that he sees you, he begins to wave his arms frantically, and you can hear in the distance a faint voice sort of calling you.
I will pull out an arrow, light the tip of it green, and shoot it kind of in the direction of the vehicle. And then
Ow,
head
my
over
leg!
to him.
Does green mean go?
I mean, I'd assume, unless it's just colored green by the spaghetti lake.
Alright,
Well,
let's
I
go.
would imagine one of you with telepathy would have messaged me asking what is
Are you
doing.
within 100 feet?
I
Or
don't know.
yeah, I don't know how high this place is.
And there's a range on message.
Now, sending can be anywhere on the same plane of existence. One of us probably should have taken that.
I don't remember seeing that ability in my possible spells.
It's just super good message.
So to hear it flying a little bit closer, once he kind of gets more into focus, he definitely looks human. The robes, from your experiences, seem to indicate that he's some type of
There's one top cap right sniping.
wizard or sorcerer.
And one bottom.
Does he have a wizard hat on?
No wizard hat on. Balding, sort of older age man.
was gonna
Long
ask if
hair,
that
but
wizard
he
was
sort of
bald.
has the bald patch on top.
I'll land down near him, but keep my bow out.
He holds his hand up as you begin to land, and he says, "Wait!
Kind of annoying.
You must land outside of these stones."
More killed.
I'll back wing real quick.
Man.
What is the purpose of the
Cap, I've
stones,
seen-
and why are you here?
I've been here so long I don't remember. But I came here for something, and I'm not able to leave. I've been trying to get out for some time. I believe, this is a bit of a theory, that these smaller stones have something to do with it.
Have we pulled up yet?
You're at the base of the stairs, so you have to get out and walk your way up.
I get out and walk my way up.
I get out and walk my way up.
Same.
Same,
Yeah.
yep.
About the time, about when he finishes that sentence, Dakir will say that you see the gang walking up behind you.
All right, I'll hold my hand out to stop him from coming near the circle.
Wait.
So, what's going on?
It appears that he has been trapped here by some kind of spell cast by these stones. And like everything else here, he has apparently been damned in doing this for quite some time.
I immediately look at Asher.
Yes.
Could you identify the spell, or
Can I
Oh.
use,
What were you gonna say, Dreg?
can I use bird log magic, detect magic?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Racial bonuses!
That's racist.
That's racist.
damn?
Watch out, profanity.
I need. I want to see the text on detect magic. Does anyone have that handy?
I have the spell, yeah.
So.
Did that send it? Yeah.
Yep.
You just detect
Okay.
that if it
Gotcha,
is
gotcha.
magical.
So, Dreg, you detect magic around each one of the stones. There are 8 in total. Each one seems to sort of put off a different school of magic. Then you begin to see sort of the outline of color associated with that school. But you also see a faint outline appear around the old man. and you know the sort of aura to be illusionary.
Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna pull the
He
Deepwood Defender from my back and grip it.
he looks at all of you and goes, "Oh, this today could be the day. Gods be blessed." So
Fuck this guy.
I have a theory.
Why is Elena's commentary so on point tonight?
I have a theory. Oh, who did we lose? Okay. I believe that each one of these stones is tied to a school of magic. I, being one man, cannot operate them all at once, but perhaps you could.
I got kind of disconnected there for a second. Did anything important happen?
No, he's just talking about the stones.
The kidney stones.
Greg, while you're a little suspicious, you definitely feel like that he's telling the truth. He seems to be honest in what he believes.
I can confirm that your suspicion of the stones each does display a school of magic. However, so do you.
What do you mean? That's preposterous. I'm a wizard. Of course I display magic.
Have you altered your appearance?
Why would I do such a thing?
I'm gonna cast
I
Dispel
do
Magic
it.
on the guy.
Is there a save for that?
Let me send it. I think I make an ability. Did it send it or? Why is it not?
No.
What?
Just why would I? Oh, it's
Is
the
it
fucking red
asking you?
cap. Why is that?
Is it cast at level?
It's a 3rd level spell. When I click on it, it's just like circling it. It's being weird. Oh, yeah, it's asking at what level. Okay, sorry.
Are you casting it? Third?
I'm casting it at 3rd. Yeah.
Fuck
The
his
DC equals 13.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hold on. Any spell is
Wait,
third level.
I make an ability check with my spell casting ability, and the DC is equal to 10 plus whatever this spell's level is. So I would make an ability check against the spell's level unless the level is 3rd or lower.
So I need to figure out exactly what the spell level is.
Yeah, whatever spell is on him. Velos, just to ask out of character, because I'm sure in character I could have asked you this at some point. Do you have slow, like always ready?
Yeah, I don't have to prepare. I just know the spells.
No, no,
after-
starting so bad.
As you
There's one top cafe.
begin to speak the words for Dispel Magic, you can see the wizard's features begin to distort. His arm slowly begins to sort of pop and grow much larger than his body. Both of his legs begin to extend and bulk out. His chest begins to expand and almost explode into muscle, and you see his face begin to contort and become much more primal.
Oh god.
It's Gandalf.
Oh fuck!
It's
What is
Grog
that?
from the DC universe.
What? Yeah, I did.
I get the subtitles for that.
What have you done?
I've been here for years. Help me leave.
Is he asking nicely? I don't fucking get it.
Do I-
Mad? Is he?
He begins to pound his chest and like slam his hands into the ground. You can feel the earth shake underneath you.
Guys, I feel
What
like
are
us. I feel like us having to stop by all these characters on the way there is like a last-ditch attempt to put together the Avengers to go fight this dude. I think we fucked up on the first one.
I feel like that first guy wouldn't have came with us. This guy, I don't know if we should release him.
I
Yeah.
don't trust this.
After he slams the ground, he begins to just sort of let himself fall back, and he slumps up against the obelisk and just looks up.
What are you looking at?
What are you?
A Balgara.
All right,
Hoobity, whatty, what?
A Balgara.
He is a giant monkey demon looking thing.
A Bagalgraph?
Gorilla.
Think like King Kong as a raid boss that got enraged.
yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why have you been imprisoned here?
Many of us know about
Yeah, is this a demon
this
or a
creature.
Oh,
devil?
We do not.
oh no, sorry. Actually, let me double check.
Yeah, like what? Like have we?
It
We
is
probably haven't
demon.
heard of it or
They-
seen.
Oh, it's a
What'd you
demon?
say? Demon.
It's a
I was gonna
demon, you say. I draw
would
my
guess
bow.
it was a demon because he said it was primal. I remember
The
back way
demons are
back
typically
when,
more primal and wild. The devils are more
Right.
cool calculated.
That's why I was saying like he more likely to be a demon. 'Cause I remember that description from way back when.
I feel Like,
So one of you had
demons are
asked.
typically far more chaotic than a devil.
One of you had asked why it was here,
And
and
why it was in prison.
Bell put me here as punishment.
Bell?
What?
That's the one we're trying to get assistance from in hunting down what's her face.
Oh, so we probably shouldn't release this creature.
Why were you being punished?
He is a devil. I am a demon.
Hey, if we release you, would you want to fight some undead?
Why do you keep thinking they're undead?
Didn't
oh no, he had
Arkin-
a zombie army.
yeah, he had an
Oh,
army of zombies with
I
him.
thought you said he just had the white
All had a
things.
zombie army of skeletons, undead. It was all at the tower.
Yeah,
The-
no, Archon just has the white Abbassai and the Minotaur.
Yeah.
Well, but he could. I feel like he could call that army to him with if he's with that white dragon. The white dragon's gonna
mean,
bring an
So he's
army
just
of
gonna go.
undead too.
We had to drive there though. Like they wouldn't be able to get there like instantaneously.
Well, yeah, we could probably outrun them, I guess. But yeah, I guess would you want to fight a army of dragon warriors, basically, or what those white things are?
White Abbassai or something like that.
I don't think we have a choice in what we're
Yes.
fighting.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he could distract them for us, and then if, we release you, and then if you get defeated, like,
But hold up, we're doing this. All of this leads back to us getting to talk with Bell, and if we do something that might anger Bell, there'd be no point in doing these errands.
yeah, good
friends.
point. Nope, that's a very good point, Velos. Yeah. Probably shouldn't release this guy.
Because we're trying to get the blood to make the other guy back into a Titan, to get the Titan blood to take back to the Tao, and once we release her, she's supposed to give us a letter of
introduction.
introduction to Bell.
Yeah,
Bell will never know if you help.
I don't know if I believe that at all.
I say we leave the creature to its fate.
Yeah, it's sadly that doesn't seem like the best idea to release a demon.
He begins to stand up, very sort of King Kong-ish, like he resting a lot of his weight on his hands. And he stands up and charges towards you all. And once he reaches the sort of cross section of these stones, just
I shoot an arrow right at his face.
He died.
I try to stop
okay.
Kier from doing that.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do.
I was gonna try and like before he shot the arrow, just kind of wave him down. And if he shot before I could wave him down, I would try to intercept it with a ray of frost.
Okay, whatever you guys want to do, right, in this scenario. So, Dakir, it's up to you if you take the shot or if Velos kind of convinces you otherwise.
Well, he was charging at us, so I'd probably be focused on it and not seeing him wave. And considering how fast I can normally draw and shoot, I would say I probably get the shot off before he got a chance to raise his hand.
Yeah, so it hits, and it deals 12 piercing damage. The arrow just into its shoulder, and you can see it just breaks the arrow and throws it on the ground.
No, it disappears before they a broken arrow. I only get 7.
You shouldn't be so quick to shoot at something behind a force field. Your shot could have disrupted it and set it free.
If that thing charging the shield was not enough to break it, I don't think my arrow would be.
People
That
come
field is-
inside before.
That
You are the
field,
only ones I've poked.
And he
Maybe
has
just
obviously
fine.
has a history of killing people.
but that force field obviously was tailored to keep him in specifically, so of course it would keep him in. It doesn't say that something couldn't break it from the outside.
Well, the arrow went through and it is fine.
This
I
time,
say we put the creature out of its misery while it's trapped in there.
If you help me, I'll speak well of you to Mephistopheles.
Who?
what?
I mean, I'm assuming that's some kind of lord, but I don't think we want anything to do with that.
I don't think I care about Mega Stuff
We need to
Oreos.
leave and leave this thing to stay where it is. At least we do something we regret.
I think we should search the area real quick and see if anything's up here, but then head out.
Hey, were we all doing something before this? Like a
That's
heist?
why I'm saying we need to leave. before
And
we do
was I
something we
yelling at
regret.
you?
How did you change your appearance, creature?
I have abilities.
They are
You have a
obviously
hat.
lacking as you are stuck here.
Just because I can change my form doesn't mean I'm smart enough to get through a devil's contraption.
So he's admitting that he's dumb. Alright.
Didn't roll high on the intelligence we see. Or wisdom, more than likely.
Or charisma for that.
Well,
Come, we have
He
other
actually
business
rolled a
that
negative
requires
10.
our attention. And I turn to start walking back down the steps.
Who's Mega Stuff Oreo, though?
To be fair, because I know the voice may be hard to understand, he said Mephistopheles.
I'm
Mega
guessing
Stuff
that's probably
Oreo.
some
Close
demon
enough.
lord. I do not like leaving a creature such as this alive, but I suppose if it has been trapped for as long as it has, there's no need to worry about it leaving.
It just sort of begins to pace the circle.
Though if it has been killing
I-
innocents as they come along, I also don't like the idea of leaving it.
This
Haven't
again
died
goes
on
back
their
to Bell.
own.
They died trying to help.
Killing this thing might also anger Bell. We are trying to get a letter of introduction so he can help us. We do not want to anger him.
I would also like to help this creature, but I don't think it's in our best interest. And that's the hard decision to make here.
The only
If
help
you
I
really
want to give
kill
it is
this thing,
putting it
we
out
can
of its
always
misery.
come back later after we've talked with Bell.
Let's find out what Bell has to say about Monkey Man. But right now, let's go take care of what we set out to do.
Yeah,
No
once
more-
we
no
talk
more-
to Bell.
No more fucking elves with their dicks out. No more red gorillas. Let's just fucking go do the thing with the bag, get the blood, so we can go get more blood, and then
I'll
finish
hold up
off
my
this.
hand in front of Anthony. I don't think it's best to talk about any plans in front of other things. We do not know the alliances in this plane.
Going anywhere.
Oh, at the same time, I was pretty fucking vague.
I'll turn around and hop off the side of the cliff.
As the Volthura begins to pace around, he reaches a point of the obelisk where you guys can no longer see him, and then he walks back around, this time in the shape of a young elven woman. Tattered robes.
Is there any like wood? Is there any wood or anything like that around?
It's just stone and dirt.
And that's all that's up here, like looking around. That's all we see is this obelisk.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Like the stone, is it like just, are they decent sized rocks or?
Well, when I say the stones, I mean sort of like the obsidian-esque obelisk, as well as the obsidian-esque.
There is my arrow that he broke through. That's wood.
There is the broken arrow. That's true. That's a little bit of wood.
That's not big enough.
But there's also just sort of like desert rocks off to the left.
Yeah, too much time. I'm gonna head back towards the stairs and go back to the scavenger.
Okay.
Oi.
Everyone settles back into the scavenger.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And off we go again.
He doesn't got
Once again, for sake of brevity and spell slot for drag, as Avernus is ever changing, this massive river that is mapped out is not present, and you're able to get across. You begin to see in the distance the massive skull being mined out of the mountain, and you begin to approach slowly.
I'll wave once we get within any kind of ice shot of it where even our smoke could be seen, and kind of wait for Anthony to stop.
Okay.
Austin, was the drive between the obsidian tower and here, was that an hour or so? Like, could I use arcane recovery to get back the spell slot?
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
used
It's some time.
Okay.
Before we get too close, I would like to start traveling in.
That's fine with
on
me.
foot, so it appears that I am truly alone.
Let's find somewhere to so we're not out in the open to kind of stash the ride and wait to see what happens.
And let's get within an hour's walk of it. Like, if we can get within 45 minutes of a walk, because I believe invisibility won't last more than an hour.
So
I could walk with you halfway there and cast it there.
Yeah.
you guys are able to find sort of a collection of large stones and boulders that you can park the scavenger behind comfortably.
He's
and
right there.
it's roughly 30 minutes.
That's them at the camp.
Commentary. Yeah. Why is the commentary always perfect?
Chat's already declared that it's scripted, so
Dang it. Hang on. Give me a second.
I'm gonna find myself like a little rock crevice I can kind of duck underneath and just keep an eye out for where the tent's at.
Hey, Dreg, is there any help that you could give to Dakir, for getting us into The
As much assistance with convincing somebody as I could be given would likely be best.
yeah, I don't know what abilities the magic users here have, but
Ashi, could you tell me what all haste does again?
Yeah, let me get the text out for us.
I feel like it only lasts a minute though, would be the main problem.
No, I used it before, and it lasts.
It is
long
one
time, I'm
action,
pretty sure.
a range of 30 feet, so you can. That's the range you could cast it onto someone. It's concentration for a minute.
Oh, it is a minute.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
fuck.
Then never mind. It wouldn't be of any use.
It might be
It's only
good
a
to
minute.
cast it
Oh,
on the
fuck.
the car if you
The
can
only
cast it on a
thing-
car.
You
The
know,
only thing I
whenever I
could
get to the
possibly-
point of professional DMing, I'm gonna need a studio apartment.
Oh no.
Just for
The
DMing.
only time, no, I think the only spell I can use that might be of any use, I don't even know if that one even lasts very long, is Protection of Good and Evil.
If you could cast that on me and then I could cast mine on Dakir.
That is concentration of 10 minutes.
Oh, it's only 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay,
It's
then
gonna
yeah,
never
take
mind.
like 30 to 40 minutes to walk to the tent.
I
Yeah.
don't have anything that could help you then.
Who was saying something about like some kind of inspirational thing or whatever?
Yeah, I would take a minute here and cast, and it's not concentration, to cast Fortune's Favor on both me and Dakir. I believe I'll send it here. Why does it ask me to send a level for that one? It lasts an hour and it's not concentration. And then it gives us advantage on a d20 roll, basically. An attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw. It's basically just inspiration with a spell slot.
Cool. That will be helpful.
I don't have anything that would bolster you in conversation, but I could bolster your health.
I mean, at this point, anything to get out of there alive might help.
I mean, I'm a pretty chunky bird boy, but yeah, I don't think I want to take too many hits.
Mark
I do
off
have
spell
something,
slots.
but if you don't use it, I do request it returned. And
What-
I'm gonna hand Asher or Dakir, whoever wants to take it, I'm gonna hand them the potion of supreme healing.
I would say to Dakir, take that just in case.
If you
I'm-
don't use it, I would like it returned.
I nod my head to you.
And then I'll go ahead and hand Asher the potion of greater healing because they're the ones that's gonna need it.
Okay. I'll take that as well, and I'll return this if we don't need it. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
And if we do get out of there and make it back here, we will need to be ready to run. So this
I will
this
be
is gonna
keeping an
pretty
eye on you from here.
Yeah, just keep your eyes peeled and
Does anybody have a dagger I could borrow?
I do.
I sold my daggers.
Okay, I'll take the dagger and I'll like cut my face like precariously close to my eye.
Shit.
What the fuck?
Oh my
And then I'll hand it
god.
back to you and I'll turn to Drake. Could you please hit me with your hammer?
So, Dakir, I need you to take 1d4 plus your dex of damage.
Could he choose how much damage he wanted to deal to himself?
Non-lethal damage to myself for cutting my eye.
No, it's gonna hurt, no matter how lightly you scrape this.
Plus my dex. Fuck. Okay, so that's 8 damage.
I'm knocked unconscious.
Wouldn't that be a bitch?
And then Dreg, I will need you to, if you accept his offer, hit him. And it won't have any advantage, disadvantage, because he will accept the attack if you choose to do it.
Are you sure you want me to hit you with my hammer? I could
I have a hammer too.
rough you up a bit instead with my fist.
We could just punch you.
Whichever would appear the most convincing and leave me capable would be best.
What if I drove at like half speed and you jumped off?
I mean, honestly, that'd be pretty. No, he can fly. He wouldn't. Why would that? Wouldn't make a lot of sense.
You don't have to tell him you fell off a moving vehicle. I got beat up by some ground.
Let's just actually beat him up, so there's nothing to see through, and I clock him.
Go ahead and roll your fist attack.
Your fisticuffs.
Oh shit. I'm just gonna roll 1d20
yeah.
here.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have a
Oh!
fist attack. Oh fuck.
Well, no, it's what it is. It's 1d4. Anyone has an unarmed strike of just 1d4 plus nothing.
I was saying,
Okay.
can we
So
not
you're
hit me
oh.
for 19 damage, please?
No,
I mean, I'm
no,
sure
that
I
was
look
just to
very
see if I hit you,
convincing
I thought.
afterwards, but
No, he's
No,
accepting the hit.
he's accepting the attacks. And
Oh,
once he
okay,
specifically
so it
says he's
just
trying to
is
dodge,
2.
yeah.
all right. So,
Okay,
2 bludgeoning
yeah.
damage.
Now, do
Okay.
you still want me to hit you?
does it look like I ran off in the middle of a fight now?
DM, does it look like he ran off in the middle of a fight now?
It looks like you have a dagger cut down your face that's currently bleeding down your face, and a welt forming underneath of your eye.
I think that's enough to believe that you before you flew off that's all we got in on you. I think that's believable.
I'll just nod my head and slip the
Oh.
hat in a grabbable location while not making it look like it's anything, I guess, like tucked into my belt. I don't know.
I'm going to cast Aid at 3rd level.
Okay.
And
Go ahead and give me the text. Oh, you already got it.
yeah, I did. Dakir, Asher, and I guess myself all go up by 10 hit points
Nice.
for 8 hours.
Oh shit! Nice.
Temporary hit points. Do I just add 10 to
No,
that?
this is your maximum and current. This bolsters your health. It's not temporary.
Oh. So and it's 10, you said, right?
Yes.
You just
Okay,
gotta
I just have
remember to knock it back down after an hour.
Yeah. Well, after 8 hours, technically.
Yeah.
Or
Or 8
however
hours,
long
right?
it is.
Alright.
Okay.
So
I
I'm
think
back
we're
up
as
technically
prepared
at
as we're
full health.
gonna be. Anthony, could you cast invisibility on me?
I thought I was gonna walk halfway, or just a bit more, so you
I
can get more
think
time
we're
out of it.
close. I guess you could if you want to. We're close enough. I think it'll work, but just to be safe, you could walk with us a bit if you want. It's up to
Yes.
you.
I just want to give you as much time as possible.
Just
Okay.
remember that you're
I'll use
without-
my
you're
belt
not
to
within
loop
sight.
around the. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, make sure you're not within sight as
Yeah.
you're walking up. Because if they see 3 of you and then one walks back the other way, that's gonna be suspicious.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point, Anthony. It might be best to do it here, because then we'd have
Alright.
15 to 30 minutes still.
All right, I'll cast it now then.
Okay, and then Austin, I'm still gonna be like kind of trying to hide as we walk. Like if I see something, I'm going to hide from eyesight in case it can see invisibility.
So,
Also, just real quick, I just want to point out we're in a desert area, so you might be leaving behind footprints.
Yeah, is that
and
the
now
fuck?
I will bite my tongue.
okay? I guess I'll do. Dakir's gonna be flying, so I'm going to.
I fly
Dakir.
low enough to mess up the
Yes. Well, could
Uh,
you either fly low enough to mess up the dirt, or just to be a distraction, like they're more focused on you and not the ground coming up?
dirt. Yeah.
Wait, could I cast No, casting a spell would get rid of invisibility. Never mind. I was gonna press the digitation in the dirt behind me to get rid of it. Clean the dirt.
You're gonna sweep it while you're at it.
Yeah, just behind me.
Just tie a broom to your ass, and as you walk, it'll.
Yeah, just like tie like a little bit of the cloth behind you and let it like drag behind you.
Like that wouldn't leave just like a line. Like it looked like a single tire just went through the sand. Oh shit! I guess we're gonna risk. I'm gonna try to be stealthy and walk light. I guess.
All right, so onward ho.
And Jakir, just walk low. See if your wings will blow away the dirt. I guess help a little
Just-
bit.
As you're walking in there, just keep 360ing around so the footsteps keep hitting different angles so they just don't look like footsteps anymore.
This look like dents in the dirt.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do my belt loop around the opening of the bag to make it kind of look like I'm trying to seal it.
So just kind of like I know what you're talking about, kind of like just like a book binding.
Yeah.
So you get out of the scavenger and you begin your journey
Fuck you, dude.
towards.
Fuck you too, Lena.
You begin your journey
Oh my
towards
God.
Arkin's tent at the base of this monument. So Anthony, Dakir, and Asher are walking that way.
No, Anthony's staying. Anthony,
Okay.
I'm already in.
Just you guys.
Oh, fuck!
So
Yeah.
That was a bad term of it.
you begin your trek. Dakir, I'm assuming you're sort of flying at a slower pace than normal.
Yeah.
Okay. So it roughly takes about 35, 40 minutes for you to get to the tent. And as you do, there isn't anyone outside guarding it. However, you do see the white abashis doing various sort of labor tasks.
There's one
Some
on
of
A.
them are
There's
sort of
one right on A.
mining
Just got
out
in.
the monument
Museum.
itself, sort of chipping away
He
the
just
base
let
of
it
the
into the
skull, removing earth from it to show its true form. Others are sort of digging holes around the general area. And you do see two
You're so unaware.
infernal war
Your mom's
machines
still in spawn.
parked off to the side of this modestly sized tent that you've been to once before.
Right here.
Asher, you see that around this area, the sand begins to give way to more of a solid
Sorry.
dirt or stone ground.
I just,
So you don't have to
I
worry
probably
so
could've
much about
saved
the
your life.
footprints as you were.
Okay. Okay. Sweet.
I'll
I'm
land
s-
and kind of hobble my way towards the tent.
The Abashis see you but pay you no mind. They're used to different shapes and sizes approaching Arkin's tent for various reasons. Both of you just approaching.
Oh, side note, on the way to here, I would have probably tried to attune myself to the hat.
Okay. Yep. I'd say that on the way there, you can kind of do that.
Just didn't want to be like, haha,
Yeah,
that didn't work.
we could have. Yeah, we could have taken it time beforehand to do that
Yeah.
too if we had to. So
I just kind of assumed that that's something you would have done.
yeah.
So while you're attuned to the hat, for whatever purposes you plan on using it for, you can be wearing it and just
let's see if I can
turn
find
it
one.
invisible. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can make it invisible?
Wait.
yeah,
He can turn himself invisible too?
no, it's disguising yourself.
So you
So-
can just disguise the hat too.
Yeah.
Wait, can I have disguised myself to look like shit instead of beating the fuck out of myself?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you probably could have.
Yes, but it's more realistic this way.
But I don't think it'd be normal for me to be strolling up in a wizard hat as a flying bird.
No,
fighter.
definitely make the wizard hat invisible.
Well, when
wanna
you
disguise
disguise
that.
yourself with it, the hat doesn't carry over.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
well,
like the
I'll
hat's
have
not
it on
there.
Then,
It's
whatever.
there, but it's not there.
I'll have it on then and come walking up to the
If
tent.
someone goes to pat your head, they might touch a hat,
Yeah.
even if it's not visible.
So you approach the entrance to the tent. You can see it's sort of half open, sort of tied a little bit to the side. There's enough for you to sort of like bend and lift it and enter in. And you see Arkin and Kroll sort
Yeah, I got
of
him.
mediating between each other about plans.
Got another one.
You aren't sure what for, but there's paperwork and scrolls scattered
Are you talking about me?
thrown all across this war table.
I'm invisibly sticking purely to the wall of this chamber and getting as far behind them as I can.
Okay. It's worth mentioning that at the moment you do not see the Minotaur anywhere.
Anywhere at all? Okay.
Okay.
Did I see him outside?
You did not see him walking up. You didn't see him sort of wandering. But last time you were here, you definitely got the presence that he was sort of a bodyguard figure.
Oh my.
Okay.
Just because you don't see him at the moment,
I really hate that you did this. Like,
don't necessarily think that he's
really
not there.
Right. I'll kind of half hunched, stand up painfully. I have done as you have requested.
Have you now?
Yes. It was some disagreements within the party, as you can see from my coming here alone. Initially, we remembered there was a unicorn on some pillar some distance away. I'm sure you know of the location. We managed to break it free, but our large friend, the blue one, was much less willing to sacrifice it. So, I have for you 2 good souls instead of the 1. I hold up the satchel.
And you have them both inside of this.
Yes.
Find it hard to believe you fit a unicorn and your Melora worshipping friend into that.
You should know there are many magical items. This is one of which we found from the bone brambles and the witch there.
Show them to me.
The large one was not friendly when I managed to get him into the bag. I do not think it would be wise to release him at the moment.
What do you have to fear? Do you think I couldn't handle him if I needed to?
He has had much time to prepare, and he has many spells at his hand.
I'm so bad.
Show him to me.
Could I make the hat disguise other things, or only what I'm wearing?
It's really only what you're wearing. Oh, it's your entire appearance, really.
So you could disguise your appearance as someone who's holding a bag with a mini drag inside the bag.
It's a bit of a
Maybe
stretch.
big strong guy should be the one to get him out. You know, pull him. You know, because he can handle him. You're a weak bird, man. Cuckoo! Metagaming pigeon.
I'll look down at the clothes strap area, like where I have it sealed, and I'll kind of throw the bag forward.
My friend, this is Avernus. I know what you are trying to do.
Can I start walking up behind him?
Open the bag for me. And at this point, he's sort of walking around the table, and he's on the other side of it, facing Dakir. You guys are probably about 15 feet apart from each other.
Me
Dakir and Archon?
Yeah.
Okay.
About 15 feet separating them. So, Asher, you're welcome to try and sort of move around the room freely. For the sake of it, it's probably like a 30 by 30 tent.
I have no willingness to fight an old party member again,
Okay.
or to release him beside me.
Oh, you won't have to be fighting him. If he's in there, I'd like you to open it, present him and this unicorn to me, and they won't be your problem anymore.
Things do not appear when you look in the bag, only when you reach in.
He takes a step closer to you. 10 feet separating you.
Oh god.
Well, I feel like
I would just, I mean, oh, maybe hold open the bag for him. I don't know.
That's what
I
I was
guess I
thinking
probably
initially
should
to hold it out, but I still kind of like tossed it on the ground in front of me though.
just like, do this for him.
Is it on the ground or do you still have it?
I tossed it forward towards him, kind of.
Okay. He takes
I'm in their sponsor.
another step towards the bag and he plants a foot next to it. I'm going to say this one more time. Open this bag and show them to me, or else. And he kicks it over in your direction.
Shit. Right on me.
It slides across the floor and bumps up against your feet.
I'll just scout, not even like a fucking
If
check or anything. Try to convince
If-
the fuck out.
if I get behind him, is there a clasp?
You're not doing a very good job convincing. That's the reason why I haven't asked you to make a check.
If I get behind Archon, can I try to see if there's a clasp on the necklace to like just in case if shit goes sideways, I can try to finesse it off.
From where you're at, I don't know what height you are versus
Nice.
Arkin, but it's sort of resting under his armor. So you aren't really able to see if there's any type of latch. Last time you guys were all in there, you saw him reach sort of into
I
like,
don't think it is.
think of like a collar of a shirt. It's not so much he's wearing it underneath the shirt, it's that it just lies underneath the opening of his armor.
If
Okay.
I-
Man,
would
if
I
he
be
could
allowed
present it.
to, like out of character, maybe offer a little bit of advice, maybe, or is that metagaming?
Technically, it's probably metagaming.
You guys
Could we say
You
that
are
we
not
discussed it beforehand? No. Because we
I
wouldn't
mean,
know how people.
you guys are welcome to talk about ideas amongst the table, but characters do what characters
I
will
was
do.
gonna say. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Well, I was gonna say
I was-
like maybe like open it, and if he doesn't try to reach into it, like either feign that your injuries are more than they appear, and you don't have the strength to fetch them, or if he doesn't go for it, just like kind of try and force a piece of him inside the bag quickly before he has a chance to react.
Yeah, trying to think
That's-
through everything that seems more reasonable.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I don't know
So
about the
while we were
finessing
discussing the
part.
bag, would you guys have said if we open it, like at all, it would try to pull us in, or if it's just if you're near the face?
You have
I
to-
think
it's
when
putting it
Dreg-
in the bag.
When Dreg did it, he reached his hand in, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So it
he
has.
did.
Okay.
So it's gotta like break
They
the
have to,
threshold.
like-
So if I like open it up and like bend it down so we can see into it, it's not gonna fucking pull me in or some
Right,
shit.
it's not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you have to reach inside the bag, as far
Okay.
as we know.
It is a mouth. It's not like an all-powerful vacuum.
Okay. All right. Fine. I'll kind of half shuffle forward, kind of stumbling, just to close distance a little bit, and then pick it up and wearily stand back up slowly, and then unclasp my belt from it, drop it to the side before I open the bag, kind of facing away and kind of just hold it out.
I see you've completed part of retrieving them from this bag. Care to do the rest?
I do not have the strength right now to pull out a creature such as Dreg. I am more likely to get pulled in myself than anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Let me check really quickly how fortune favor works in case he has to do it before he rolls. Just in case. I just thought about that. when you make it, you can roll a d20 and choose which roll to use. So basically, you roll with advantage. If the original d20 roll has advantage or disadvantage, the creature rolls an additional d20 after it. So it sounds like you can choose to do it afterwards, but before he announces the results. So you can roll it and see if you don't roll high enough, and then you can choose to roll again.
Okay. So actually roll again or d20 again?
I roll a d20 again, but you don't get like advantage. You just roll
Okay.
again, and then you can choose between the two.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll d20. So just roll persuasion again, or
Yep, roll again.
So you're using the fortune's favor then?
yeah.
Just so. Okay.
It would be a d20 plus.
Persuasion then.
He takes a step closer to you. You guys are within 5 feet of each other. Weaklings like you make me sick. And he begins to extend his decrepit hand towards the bag.
Can Dekir roll the percentile, or is Ashi rolling the percentile?
Just a 1d100, right?
I'm more
Yeah.
worried about that he's beginning to extend and not just straight up reaching in. There's something fishy going on here.
Uh-oh.
I don't like it.
Instead, Dekir, he grabs your wrist.
Fuck.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
If I
Oh
had
my
seen
God,
him
that's-
reaching towards me like that, could I have just moved the bag towards his hand instead?
Oh.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh. That's a
So not a
fucking
saving
pro
throw?
gamer move.
Well, I mean, if he's reaching towards me with decrepit hand, though, and it's obviously not going at the bag, I'm not gonna just stand there and be like, sure, touch me with it, fuck it.
Well, it's a little bit smoother than that. It's like he's reaching towards the bag, but then instead he kind of just circumvents it.
Alright.
But
Can
Go
I
ahead.
be ready to grab this? Like, can I try to like get an angle on him while invisible, where I could attempt to reach into his armor, just in case? Like,
absolutely.
okay, I know it'll probably have to be real quick, but just to get an angle.
Oh, I gotta roll his dexterity really quick.
Please tell me Big Chunky Boy isn't also dexterous.
God, I hope not. Got 20s in every stat.
Turns out it's actually just
Okay.
Zezima.
He actually got a 21.
Oh!
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to decide whether I want him to reroll on this or not.
You don't need to, buddy.
Okay.
I have all the dexterity in the fucking world.
Oh, so did you beat him then?
I got a 22.
He beat him by 1.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought you got a 20. I thought the way Austin worded that, I thought he. Oh, nice. Okay.
B100.
Oh ho ho. Who's rolling it? Are you rolling it, Ashi?
I rolled it, yep, because it's technically
Wait. Which is it 50 higher or 50 lower? Like,
I would
What-
imagine.
50
low.
higher.
okay, and he gets sucked in.
You see his hand enter into the bag.
Can I try to grab for the necklace as he reaches in? Can I try to?
Roll dexterity check.
Okay.
His hand is in
Oh,
the
I'm not very
bag
dexterous,
right now,
but I-
Dekir, and he smirks at you.
Come on, then. Nice. Oh, I don't know if that's. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with
Asher,
it. 16.
you reach into his armor and you feel the clasp, and he chuckles. He pulls his arm out of the bag,
Oh,
turns.
Can I use
And-
Can I try to use the my chronal shift to make him re-roll the bag roll? Is that possible yet?
You
Or did
didn't
it-
say it.
Fuck.
It's
Okay.
too late.
I wasn't sure if he was about to get sucked in or not. Damn it.
Nope. He had his hand in there. He had already succeeded the roll.
Okay.
So
Okay.
He turns around with his hand of Vecna and grips you by the throat. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Am I able? Did I get the necklace or?
No, you had just reached the clasp.
I'm gonna take it. Fuck.
I'm gonna, as he is distracted with Asher, I'm gonna reach over and grab the necklace because I saw like.
Yeah, did I at least jiggle it out a little bit?
You basically got your hand on it, and then he turned, and it broke your grip. So
is it kind of like dangling out of the armor?
you see it kind of get lifted up for a moment and then drop back down. But
okay,
the scene that's before you, Dakir, he's now.
What the?
Sorry, Elena wanted me to turn the Xbox off. It really killed the vibe. The scene that's before you, he's holding Asher by the throat directly in front of you. His back is turned towards you. And you see Asher's cheeks begin to sink inwards. You begin to see wisps of energy leaving through Asher's nose, his mouth, his eyes, his
I
ears.
take the bag and stick it over his head.
Oh, okay. Can I try to Misty Step out of his grasp?
It's too late.
Fuck.
You take 58 necrotic damage.
I'm at 1 hit point. I'm at 1 hit point. I'm at my relentless endurance.
He drops you like a sack. You thunk to the floor, and then you are barely alive.
Oh shit.
You are prone. Now, Dakir, you can make your attempt.
All right, what should be the attempt?
Shit.
One moment.
You have potions.
Make another dexterity check, as well as a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
Dakir, right?
Yeah, the saving throw was awful.
Oh, fuck.
As you begin to rush forward to try and slip the bag of devouring over top of
I
Arkin's
didn't
head.
rush forward. All I did was turn around.
Well, yeah, but you're making the action towards him. All of a sudden, you're stuck in place. All of your muscles tensed. You cannot move. And you see Crow walking towards you with his staff.
If
Wait.
would I have seen him casting a spell? Because if I saw Kroll start to cast anything, I was gonna counterspell it as a reaction. I don't know if I can. If I'm like on the
I'll
ground.
have you make a perception check for me at disadvantage.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. As you have just had essentially your life sucked out of you. You're prone on the floor facing Arkin.
That's totally. Oh shit! I actually rolled really good on that with a -1.
I had it set at 16.
Oh,
I wanted it to be just a little bit more challenging than a 15.
Okay, damn it.
So, Dakir, you are under a hold person and you are paralyzed. Back
So
toward Dakir.
What is the scene right now?
You are on the floor. Kroll is stepping around the war table. And Arkin is facing Dakir.
Okay. I'm reading one of my abilities real quick. My stasis ability to see if I'm able to like reach into the field. I believe I can. So, oh, this is risky. I'm gonna look at Dakir's eyes and see, basically try to see if Dakir's thinking, like, go for the necklace or get the fuck out of here. If I can get, like, a face reaction. I don't know if that's allowed.
Make an insight check.
Okay. I don't want to. He's held, so I don't want to make a choice. Oh, fuck me. Yep. Nope.
With a 2, with circumstances,
yeah.
everything happening so fast, it's left up to your own instinct.
Okay. I think Asher's reaction is that we are instantly put on at the end of our rope within a so brief amount of time, and we don't even have the necklace in our grasp. So Asher is going to like tackle Dakir as he like charge and grab Dakir as he casts Dimension Door, and we both teleport 500 feet closer to the car.
Okay.
I'll throw in the text for Dimension Door just so it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, just if 500 feet, if that can, as close to the car, I don't know how far 30-minute walk is.
It's not 500 feet.
So
Okay.
a football field is 100 feet.
So this is 5 football fields.
If you think, let's see, I think, so it's
When I
400
see them
meters
coming out
is, 4 of
the
those is a
dimension door.
mile. Let's see, a mile
So,
walking.
This is a tenth of a mile, 10% of a mile.
Asher, you are able to move quickly enough to get a hold of Dakir and bamf out of there. You turn behind you, and you see Arkin walk out of his tent and hold forward his hand of Vecna. And you see him clench into a fist, and he appears right in front of you.
Are we
Dwarf,
at the
since-
car?
No.
If
You're-
we moved away from Kroll, would that have unheld me?
Let me see.
So do I see this happening since I'm keeping watch out for him? With my superior elven eyes.
I would say that you are still paralyzed by the hold person spell, but I will give you a chance to make your wisdom saving throw again.
Oh, she.
Hold on. From 500 feet away, you may be able to see action in the distance.
Can I do?
You will still be paralyzed.
Can I do an insight check to see what my gut reaction would be, whether I think this is a good omen or a bad one?
The fact that you see Asher visible and Arkin just appearing next to them probably isn't a good sign.
Oh, I just thought I just saw specks. I didn't know I could see them clearly.
Well, I mean, it's not like that specky. You can kind of make out vaguely
I'm gonna
what's
immediately
happening.
jump down into the scavenger and yell for Anthony to floor it towards them. They're in trouble.
Dakir and Asher. Asher, Arkin looks at you and goes, "You didn't lie to me. You merely tried to do something you thought would work, and for that I respect you. But he lied to me." And
Scavenger go burr.
he reaches a hand out onto Dakir.
Wait.
Scavenger
Since
is
I have-
burring.
since I have your respect, can I attempt to talk to you before you do anything to my comrade?
His hand gets put onto Dakir. I'm afraid not. A price has to be paid.
I'm gonna temporal stasis him. He needs to make, I believe it's Constitution. I'm gonna send the ability here. Or momentary stasis. So yeah, Constitution saving throw against my DC, of 16. Oh, he's gonna have a really fucking high con.
You got a 17.
Oh, fucker.
And in that same breath, he just sort of like slaps you to the side. So we're gonna see if this knocks you unconscious, I guess.
The whole time this is happening, the scavenger's flooring it.
Oh, I know. Absolutely. You guys are
How
getting
close
closer
are
and
we?
closer to this combat.
Am I close enough to cast slow on Arkin?
No, much too far out of range.
500
close
feet.
enough
Am
I close enough to throw down Ice Storm on Arkin? That's a
Well, let me see.
300-foot range.
You're just at the cusp of it. I'd say very shortly you'll be able to do that.
Is he making an attack roll against me?
I mean, thematically, he's just sort of like bitch slapping you out of the way.
Could I try
But
to shield it then?
Sure.
To make my AC at 25?
You got a 17 to hit. So
okay. Okay.
His good hand clunks up against your shield.
Good hand.
And the hand of Vecna grabs Dakir by the face.
Oh shit. Oh man.
You should be there pretty immediately. Just throwing that out.
Can
Dakir, I need
can
to
I
make a Constitution saving throw.
I thought that might be coming.
Was with my goddamn rolls today. Fucking
Dakir,
shit.
you take 69 damage.
Is this really quickly? Is this a saving throw against? Is he considered a fiend for protection from evil and good?
I would no.
Because okay, I wasn't sure.
Isn't it more than just
He is
fiend?
a dragonborn.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it had like warped him.
This is
Okay.
a good day for this to
Asher,
be happening.
you see the life leave Dakir. His eyes go dark, and his body falls limp as Arkin lets go. Arkin looks at you and says, "His price has been paid, but I still require a good soul. The deal stands, but your friend will stand with me from now on." And he raises his hand, and Dakir, you stand up with Arkin.
Am I within
You
range
move to
cast
stand
Ice
behind
Storm?
him, and now you are within range to cast Ice Storm.
Can I cast it where where it just hits Arkin but not Dakir and Asher?
Of course.
Like I'm on the cusp.
I will immediately cast Ice Storm as we get into range.
Does it look like Dakir is gone? Like no amount of divine magic, with my family being divine clerics, no amount of divine magic would save him at this point? Does it look like?
You can tell that Dakir's eyes aren't what they used to be.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Everything's kind of glazed over, and it's almost as if he's looking through you whenever there's sort of passing eye contact. Velas, I'm getting your sheet open to do Ice Storm.
That's pretty sweet to roll 1 over my fucking hit points. Damn it.
Oh, that's what happened to me too, but I had that relentless endurance.
I don't like it.
So Dakir's not like dead. He's just basically being controlled right now.
It's hard to tell from your distance. Arkin succeeded against the dex save
He still
for
takes half.
your storm. He will. He'll still take half. Let's see. Need to see what types of damages. Asher, there's an ice storm that whirls around you. It forms out of nowhere. You turn behind you, and you can see the scavenger just hauling towards Arkin and yourself. He's just standing there triumphantly inside of this ice storm. Chunks of ice are both hitting him and Dakir ruthlessly. Dakir just stands and just.
Hey, my thing fucked up. I missed what happened when you were looking at.
It's okay. I'm just describing the scene. As smashing up against Arkin's armor, he looks up at the vehicle heading towards him. He looks down at you. I suggest you reach an agreement with them, lest I take all of your lives. And he turns around and begins walking back towards his tent through the ice storm.
Through difficult terrain.
Is
through difficult terrain.
Is Dakir
He's following Arkin?
Following him? Can I motion them, Anthony and the scavenger, to do a loop around, like do like this to see if he'll do like a circle? I don't know if I can convey. I could.
Yeah, I'll say that it's pretty easy to kind of like convey a go around.
Yeah. And then so this is gonna be a little wonky, but if they get close enough going around Dakir, I was going to try to basically force push him into the at the vehicle while I Misty stepped onto the vehicle, and then we could continue driving away. Like push him into the vehicle, and then Misty step onto it and try to grab him instantly. And then we could drive off with him.
There we go. Sorry, wanted to get off of the droning metal music.
Okay.
Did
you? That plan.
I had a lot going on. I wasn't able to change that during the combat.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because I saw you type in loop, but I saw it was a playlist, and I was like, did he mean?
No, I wanted to loop specifically that one song. Of course, not for that long, but here we are. So
I was expecting a cliffhanger ending there. Holy shit.
You are able to sort of signal to whip the vehicle around. And like I said, Arkin is just walking closer towards his camp.
And yeah, basically, I don't know, my plan is, and it kind of works on paper, but I feel like it kind of requires a rule of cool, is to try to run up beside Dakir and push his, I can't remember what the spell's called, but it's basically a force push, and push him into the car, and then Misty step onto the car to try to grab him, and then we can just continue, driving. No stop required is my idea, while they're looping around us.
Okay. You can certainly try that.
Okay.
You will be running into this ice storm in order to do that.
Fuck. Oh, I can't do that. I'm almost dead. Yeah, I can't. I have 1 hit point. I literally can't run into that.
You could message.
Yeah, can I message Velos and ask him to drop his ice storm?
Of course.
It's not
Okay.
concentration. It's just a spell that happens until my next turn.
Oh. So is it down then?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say that it happens in a pretty quick flurry.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna run up basically beside Dakir and just try to. I'll send the spell. I can basically, if he fails, I can push him 15 feet. Pulse wave. That's the spell. It's that. So it's a 30-foot cone.
I'd like you to make an attack roll against Asher.
All right. Longbow.
Yep.
Sorry.
I'm already
Oh,
shielding
Okay.
as my
Well,
reaction.
at least my terrible rolls is on a roll, cause that definitely won't hit you.
Okay. If I see it going wide, I won't shield then.
It strikes off of the shield.
Okay.
And you can see Arkin still walking, but Dakir is sort of bow drawn, sort of head cocked to the side a little bit, backwards stepping along with Arkin.
How close are we to
Since
Arkin?
I normally shoot twice, would I have done that at him?
Arkin,
Following usual behavior?
no, Arkin just asked you fire once.
How close am I to Arkin?
You're in the vehicle with me, and we're looping around the campsite.
But that I need to know how close we are.
Well,
It's ever fucking changing.
You're well within 100 feet at this point.
Can I cast slow on both Arkin and Dakir?
Sure. Let me get the sheet open.
Because I just seen him shoot at Asher, so I know something's up.
Let me double check your spell save DC. 14. Okay, you got a 15.
God damn it.
Dakir, I'd like you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, there's my good wisdom saving throw.
You succeed. You are not slowed.
Oh man.
Damn
We
it.
don't want a good one.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
try to line up this push to push Dakir right into the side of the Jeep, basically. The fucking car.
The Puma.
The Puma. Looks like a Puma.
So, you can attempt to sprint up to Dakir and try to just He-Man chuck him.
Dakir, you gotta make a Constitution saving though.
That's my highest one.
Oh.
Not the best roll, though. 16?
16.
What'd you get? You got a 16?
16.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him re-roll.
Already?
Fuck it. Use my
25.
oh shit.
My God.
Damn. Never mind then. I mean he still takes half damage from this, I guess. So here you take 8 damage, but you aren't pushed. And then I'm gonna Misty Step onto the car.
I want to drop Shatter on Archon.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to cast Shatter again on Archon. Using
Okay.
the one stored in my amulet.
So Asher, before this eruption of energy from Velus's shatter, you hear Arkin saying as he's walking away, "My patience is waning. The deal will end unless you call your friends off." And then from Velus's back-to-back shatters.
Oh,
We lose VY?
I'm going to teleport onto the car and basically just yell at Anthony. We need to drive away right now.
Yeah.
I hope we can come back for Dakir.
What happened to Dakir?
He just got turned into an undead. Dreg, I don't know if you can do anything about that. Here we might
steal one of our party.
I tried my best to stop him, but
so
I say we try to kill him now and be done with it.
fairly quickly, you can see him sort of tense and sort of like gets slumped forward a little bit by the shatters. But he just takes the brunt of it, straightens back up, and begins walking towards his camp.
Is he looking like at all weary or
No.
injured? Okay. I don't think he took Dakir out near instantly. I don't think there's any stopping him at our strength, especially with a man down.
I begin driving away.
Dreg, I don't know if you can restore Dakir in any way, but that's the only shot we have right now.
I begin driving back towards basically towards this demon zapper.
Okay.
If Dakir has been risen from the dead, well, if Dakir is dead, I do have something that could potentially bring him back, but I do not have the components required to make such a spell.
I don't think we should let him just walk away after killing one of our own.
We can't defeat him in combat.
Dakir was literally the best of all of us. Why do you think I didn't ask any questions after knowing he was gone to start driving away? We have to come back.
We are by no means weak. We are strong in our own right.
Not compared to Arkin. Yeah. We don't stand a chance. We need to regroup and come up with a plan. Hopefully one that we can save Dakir. But I don't know.
Lulu, what do you think of this?
I don't think I want to go back there.
I just kind of angrily storm off and sit by myself.
I think we should head towards the demon zapper, regroup, come up with a plan, and go from there.
As you guys are peeling through the wasteland back towards the only relatively safe place you know of here in Avernus, Dakir, in your last moments, you saw everything through your life leading up to this moment. You saw your journey through El Terrell, moving down the chains into the wasteland, saving the people inside of the chapel, your teleportation to the plane itself, meeting and understanding people in High Hall, your adventure through Baldur's Gate, your brief excursion with a pirate ship, tailing all the way back to your home as a small Arakra, learning how to fly in the volcano you grew up in. You remember your parents, you remember your family, your whole clan, and then you remember nothing. And that is where we will end the session tonight.
I didn't even think about just putting Dakir out of his misery as an undead.
Sad piano music.
Fuck.
3 hours of sad.
And we also lost a supreme healing potion. So GG.
Fellows caring about the fucking potion when Dakir dies. Typical.
I give Fellows back his greater healing potion.
Can we give a round of applause to the DM that had to pull that entire situation out of his ass? Because he did not prepare for us to do that.
Yeah.
I angrily stuffed the potion back in my pouch.
Those are some pretty sweet rolls tonight, guys. Pretty fucking sweet rolls.
My favorite comment throughout all of that came at the very end as Ashi was wrapping up Dakir's life. This sounds like the best anime plot ever while listening to this in the background.
Hell yeah, dog.
And we have another person who just finished Descent to Avernus today, actually. They said in the campaign I played as a Tortle Cleric / Warlock.
Fuck yeah, total.
And in the service of Bahamut. So this part was really hard for me. He said, oh yeah, Arkin, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew he had. Can I say what his hand is, or should I not?
I clearly said it was the hand of Vecna.
Okay, I thought I heard it said, but yeah, I knew he had that, so I knew it was a problem, but I was thinking we could finesse it real quick, maybe take some hits, but oh boy, he hits a little harder than I thought.
Yeah, like 1 over my fucking health. Is that like an ability of the hand or just really fucking awful luck?
That's what I was wondering, if he had that ability, because he did it a couple times. I was wondering if it's like a legendary resistance where he can kind of choose what he...
Yeah.
No, he just rolled fire, and that ability, I'm not going to say what it is, it's just very fucking strong. Because it's the hand of Vecna.
I'm definitely not feeding this guy anyone good. I say we go to the demon pool and see if there's someone better there.
So, for those of you that aren't familiar with Arkin, this is actually Joe Manganiello's actual D&D character. And they decided to put him in this book because they thought he fit the theme of it so well.
Who?
Joe Manganiello.
He's a big D&D
He's
guy.
a big D&D guy, but he's also an actor.
Oh.
Arkin holds the record for most damage done in a single round of combat.
Facts.
Great. That would have been nice to know before I tried to lie to the fucker in his face.
His clothing company actually has a shirt with the damage amount and like the round of combat that it was. And I actually think that Percy from Critical Role and the Grog, like getting Grog from Hell one shot, beat it.
Oh, beat the most damage done? Yeah. But he was using a homebrew.
That's true.
Blast.
The record is around 520 damage in one round.
Is that using official content, though?
Yeah.
Like that's...
Oh, yeah, because he brags about it.
That's pretty good. I feel like you have to build a character for that. Like, you have to be like, what's the most damage I can make with one character?
So, not revealing any more about Arkin besides that, because the character is a fucking baller. And I feel very honored to have killed the character with him.
Thanks, Ashi.
It still fucking hurts.
Hey, to be fair, it would have been Asher first. But he's an orc.
That one ability saved me. Oh, man.
It is official. Velos is the only OG left in the game.
It's true.
We're gonna really fucking throw Velos in the fire river. Yeah, why is it Velos?
My question is,
all of them.
My question, the biggest twist for me there was that he didn't take Dakir's soul as a good soul.
That's because Dakir was neutral.
But would Dakir, having done some of the stuff he did in the recent days, been considered good?
Considering I burned down an inn full of people?
That was like a week or so ago, you know, like I'm talking like more recently.
If we find a diamond worth 500 gold, we got 10 days, boys.
I can't help but get worked up a little bit because of how basically Grant, my first character, like basically considered Dakir to be the closest friend out of all of them. And so like Adam to see Dakir go is like kind of like pulling on my heartstrings a little bit.
I just want the
Then again, that video of XQC banning the CGI Pepe the Frog also made me cry on the flip of a dime. So that's the kind of person I am.
I just wanted fan art of Archon grabbing Dakir on the head while I'm like sitting there helplessly on the ground, half dead with a shield up. Like,
If there's any graphics artists in anyone's chat, make it happen, Pog.
I got one.
please,
Vigorous
that'd be
croissant
fucking
if you are in my
sweet.
chat.
And a really good farewell to Dakir.
Dakir's character kind of earns something
that-
of that stature.
I know this is Dakir. Losing Dakir actually kind of hurts. Like that one, I don't know. I really like Dakir as a character.
Guys, I got
Your
killed
first?
by Archon.
Yep.
Austin,
I guess that's
you
one way
killed
to go
his
out.
first D&D character.
Oh,
I
you're in
did.
trouble now.
Austin.
Well,
4-player deaths.
Oh.
bro, the way mine died was so fucking sudden.
Yeah, you just got your throat slit. Like there
Like,
wasn't
Greg
any.
never died.
There was
Like-
no ceremony to it. It was just throat slit. Bam, done.
Man,
So,
I've had 2 near-death encounters in 2 sessions, and I'm honestly terrified now. Like, I
So-
almost got obliterated to ash, and I
I
almost
told
got
you guys
finished with
this
zombie.
book does not play.
Oh,
Like this is different to any module I've ever read.
oh.
Night Owl,
Dakir,
if you're
or-
go ahead.
Velos would have been straight up like hands down ready to fucking brawl with him too.
In Velos, there would be no
Yeah.
original characters left.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But
Yeah,
I
that
guess
was
no
decent.
longer
That
Dakir.
was
What's
act
your
on
next
your
character
anger.
gonna be?
Well,
I
Velos
think
did already
we're
die.
way far enough in the book. I think it would be difficult to stroll in somebody else at this point. So
I mean,
I don't know.
you could play a tiefling or something along those lines, but yeah.
We can
Just-
talk about options.
Yeah.
Just for the tiniest
If you want to
tiniest
keep
brain.
playing, like we can get you in somehow.
Oh yeah. A character death is never an out.
Hmm.
A character death is not a player death.
What up, Adam?
For the tiniest grain of like selloutiness, Night Owl, if you're not following me, highly suggested we do this session once a week. However, if you follow Ashi, who is our dungeon master, he does another campaign throughout the week taking place in Tabletop Simulator, right?
True.
And that one just got interesting, I saw, with
Oh yeah. it did.
with
Yeah.
children
Yeah.
with children and a giant jello.
With a TPK next
Yeah.
session,
Yeah, I was
basically.
gonna say, if you come to watch that next Wednesday around 8:00 our time, you're gonna see us get
8
TPK
o'clock.
instantly.
It's 8 o'clock.
CDT.
Central.
I gotta go let the dogs out. I'll be back.
Who let him out?
Oh.
And if you want to catch
Hey
up
Ashi, did we level
on
up?
this-
No. Bitch, you thought.
Maybe if we would have killed Arkin, yeah.
Good fucking luck.
It appears to me that killing Arkin is not a part of this
Oh, no.
campaign.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. It's
We can
just
make it happen.
improbable.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys have a combined
I'll talk
health
to you
of
guys later, though.
511 health.
Right. Oh yeah, and I said I was going to catch you up to speed on how we approached this portion. So we already met Arkin last week in episode 22. And we were on our way out to go basically find a good soul, bring it back for him to sacrifice. There's the unicorn at the demon zapper. So we got a hold of the demons. We got a hold of the unicorn, but Dreg, who is a real heart boner for animals and not sacrificing good souls, banished it back to its original plane. So we had to think of another way to approach this, since that's really the only good soul we knew of, and we kind of came up with this Ocean's 11 style fucking heist to try and get him sucked into a bag of devouring we had found. And Asher, who was there originally when you had showed up and started chatting, he went into that instance invisible, and then gave himself away by trying to get the blood of Tiamat around his neck when things started to go south for Dakir. And then you made it here, and then that's what happened. We did a couple of donuts around a campsite, and now we're fucking running away.
Can
One
he
less passenger.
teleport with that hand? Like,
Yeah, he teleported. You saw him exit the camp, raise his hand, clench it to a fist, and then he was right in front of you both.
Did no one ever think of a Bavarian fire drill? What's that? I'm very greenhorn when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons. Austin and Asher are pretty much our
Bavarian.
our booklets of infinite wisdom.
I'm pretty confident a Bavarian fire drill is just everyone fucking like bum rushing.
What the fuck?
Which we can only imagine how good that would have wound up.
Yeah, I imagine Archon would have fisticuffed a few of us.
Can I drop a hint for next week's session? For what Anthony is doing?
Oh yeah, I mean you could talk about whatever you'd like.
I don't know who's still on Discord. I'm not driving back to the Demon Zapper. I'm driving back looking for someone else that we met along the way.
Is it the Balgura?
Yeah.
No. He has a real fat cock though.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
Hey, if he is a super strong character, we try to plead to his mercenaryism. He might be pretty well suited to help out. And expendable NPCs are fun. I don't have to keep myself up at night and cry about those. Oh, I accidentally messed up my Roll20. Apparently you can custom like move everybody's webcams. I moved one, and every time somebody reconnected, which happened a lot today, they would just be on top of somebody else's webcam. And I had to sit there and keep fucking with it. I was like, no, stop. But that does give me ideas if I ever actually wanted to try and do an overlay for these.
So, Josh, do you want to move up with me? We can go to the COD channel.
All right, so they are going to go do their thing, chat.
So obviously, we have until next week to come up with something that you think would be fun. Really, I'm going to allow anything. And I'm actually going to broaden the horizons a little bit now that you guys are actually inside of Avernus. Before I kind of locked it down to like specific races just to make it easy on everyone. There's a lot more than that in Avernus.
Well, I'm bad.
So you can basically pick any 5e race, period. I will allow it as long as it is official content. That branches off into like changelings, hobgoblins, like shit like that. So if any class tickles your fancy, we can come up with a reason to put you in hell. So whatever you're good with, I'm good with.
There's not really that many races mythic. Oh.
Yeah, so on D&D Beyond, it's not going to show you all of them because a lot of the sort of wackier ones are behind paywall. Because they're book content, like they're spewed throughout a bunch of different books. But I'll try to find like a comprehensive list of every like official 5e race.
I'm kind of looking at the Leon and he just looks cool. Huh. Interesting. That sucked. Those are such awful fucking rolls. Now that I know that the character I was rolling up against was like some legendary D&D character.
Yeah.
That kind of sucked ass.
Kind of a curse and a blessing that a lot of you guys don't follow a lot of like heavy D&D shit and like culture with it, because the second I said Archon a couple sessions ago, like to me, I'd have been like, holy shit. Like I would have been far away from this.
Right.
It smells like skunk. Is there a skunk outside? Is Star inside? Lena.
Huh?
Hey, zombie. Is Star inside?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because it smells like skunk.
It does smell like skunk.
Yeah, I think there's probably a skunk outside. So let me double check.
Shifter. Weird.
So shifters are
He's
basically
right there, someone just get on
changelings.
it. What the fuck?
Warforged.
Okay, so right now, this list doesn't have everything,
Mm.
but it's got most. I'll
Yeah, I
try
just
and get the
scrolled down a
rest.
little further and I saw Ravnica, which I'm pretty sure is magic. So I think it's also has like.
It is, yep. So Ravnica has
cool.
a couple different classes that are cool. I mean, races that are cool. They have Loxodons, which are straight up just elephant people.
I saw them. So even though it's from like a different thing, because Magic the Gathering is nothing to do with D&D, does it?
No, they have like some crossover books.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So yeah, there's
Why are
a
they
lot.
press gone? They're all just fucking
So
sitting in corners.
even something from that book, I'd probably be inclined to allow, because like I said, this isn't the material plane. Like the Avernus is its own beast, so I'm basically willing to let anything go. Like, because this is extra planar shit. Like you are in a totally different area where anyone from any location could be sent to for whatever reason. So pretty much anything's gonna go, as long as it's an official race.
It's a goddamn fish.
So basically, you can just hit me up with whatever. You can create a whole backstory. At the end of the day, we just have to have a reason for them to be in hell.
Right.
And that's kind of much it. And pretty much it.
Damn. Should we wait and see if they can actually get like a diamond and what happens with that, or is that going to be way too much off a
I'm
long
going to
shot?
tell you specifically, I will read a small section of text from this. And this is between you and me.
Let me cut off my stream real quick.
Okay.
If anyone's actually in here, I don't think they are.